Ladies and gentlemen, grapplers and zoners, pro players and scrubs. Yes, that's the only two levels that there are. Welcome to another episode of No Neutral. And of course, I'm your host, co-host, Big Hollywood Raw TV. And I'm joined by my boy, Brian F., fresh off of ECT. What's up, bro?
Ooh, yeah, I'm chilling here. Got to play some offline Street Fighter for the first time in, I don't know, a decade? How long has it been at this point? I don't even know, man. But yeah, it was definitely refreshing to be able to meet up with a lot of the New York scene and do some work out there. So I'm thrilled to be back playing fighting games and thrilled to see all the action we had this past weekend at CPT, and looking forward to, we got a big one coming up soon for this event. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But before we get into all that, we of course got to give a shout out to our co-host in Japan. Thank you so much for bringing No Neutral to the Japanese audience, and thank you so much to all the Japanese viewers for tuning in. But Rob, we finally had a fairy tale ending to a CPT event, because it's been a long time coming. We're of course talking about Kusanagi closing out CPT Central America West #2 after being in the grand finals position not once, twice, three times. This was his fourth appearance in an online CPT grand finals to be in a position to qualify for Capcom Cup, and he finally got the job done. And I mean, it wasn't easy, it wasn't free. He definitely had a few close calls in this bracket, but man, we were hyping him up for a long time. I almost felt like we were going too hard last show, not gonna lie. Commentators curse to the nth degree. We're saying like, oh man, it's his time, it's now or never. And he showed up to play.
Bro, it was a deal. Look, we got to keep it a buck, Brian. This was a retirement match, and I wasn't gonna put that out there. I'm pretty sure that Kusanagi signed something that said he had to retire if he lost this time in second place. Either don't make it to grand finals, or you got to win the whole thing, or you got to stop playing Street Fighter. And that's what it came down to. And with all that pressure on his shoulders, he was still able to get that W. You see right now I got on the gold durag, Brian, shining and all that. And I'll tell you what, gold, first place, trophies. So Kusanagi, next time I see you, actually at Capcom Cup, I am going to be bringing you a golden durag. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the heart, because you have earned that now. I was gonna bring you 4 silver ones if it came down to that, but luckily, of course, you were just too godlike for all that. But all trolling aside, man, I think Kusanagi is one of the most exciting players in the world, bar none, and has been for years at this point. His Sakura is one of the first ridiculous Sakuras, I would say. Extremely aggro, super rush down.
He was one of the first Sakuras on the scene to kind of show up, and I feel like at that time people would see Kusanagi play, but like, I don't know, because at the time, we had a more simpler view of the game, I would say, back then, of like, you should be playing a certain way, and he's always had that bit of spice, that wild style kind of thrown into the mix. And so I feel like people weren't too sure about Sakura, but she got some decent quality of life buffs, some decent damage buffs as the season has gone on, and he just kept grinding with that character. So he's been on the grind for a long time, going to CPT events with Sakura, committed to the beginning.
I love to see everything pay off for him, all that innovation pay off for him to get this ticket into Capcom Cup.
And we're talking about a Sakura, but actually in the grand finals match, he actually went with a new character. I mean, not the newest, but maybe new to the CPT run. He picked Kage. Kage won a CPT event. They put the picture up on the announcement, like, they put Kage for Kusanagi, and I saw him tweet out like, oh, can you guys please swap that to Sakura?
He asked him to switch it.
He mentioned like, don't put my picture with Kage, put it with Sakura, because he's been working on the Kage for a while now. I'm not sure exactly when he first picked up Kage, but I've been seeing him in other online tournaments, not CPT ones, doing work with Kage. I think the online local as well. He's been getting in grand finals a bunch recently using Kage, so he's been ramping up that character for this event, and it looks like he busted out the right time. It was for Flaquito in grand finals. He used it in the Urian matchup in the winners finals and in grand finals. He won both those sets 3-1, but I think he ran Sakura the rest of the way, but he just knew he had that pocket character for when he needed it. And I'm not sure what the matchup is on paper with Yuri and Sakura, if that's like something you want to avoid. Maybe there's a player matchup where he just knew that this would be the better pick. But yeah, that's awesome to see that he's diversifying his tool set and closing out with that, because I think at this stage in the game, you cannot, if you're not playing like a certain tier of character, like one of the few select fews who mostly has all winning matchups, you have to have an arsenal available and ready to go, and he busted it out, and that's what closed the deal for him.
Yeah, and then in that winners finals, remember, he did just the one game he brought the Sakura out to close it out. But I think maybe if Kusanagi had lost, he might have switched back to the Kage. I love the fact that he finds characters that align with his view of the game. Amazing draw by him, man. I really think that out of everyone in CPT so far, he's had some of the most pressure. I don't want to automatically say the most.
I would say I cannot imagine a more high pressure scenario. The only thing that would have been even more dramatic is if MJ Gama, we didn't bring that up, he was the first returning qualifier to re-enter into a bracket. If he had to run into Gama on the way there to potentially get gate kept, that would have been next level pressure. But Gama, I believe he got 5th place, or he tied for 5th. But he came into the top 8 through loser's side. He actually got double jeopardy by Sol, V, and G. So shout out to Sol for doing some work. Gatekeeping the gatekeeper. It's always good to see, right? So you didn't qualify for Capcom Cup, but you made a name for yourself there. So shout outs to you for that. But yeah, if they had to run into each other, that would have been next level drama. But yeah, that's a lot of pressure to deal with. 3 times getting so close. The mental composure and fortitude you have to fight through that to finally get the prize at the end of the day. I mean, hats off to Kusanagi. Amazing performance and definitely well earned. And congratulations. Enjoy your spot in Capcom Cup. You've earned it. No one can take that away at all.
Extremely a well-earned spot. And you talk about no one can take that away. Something I can't take myself away from, Brian? That's none other than Twitter. I mean, sometimes I might have Twitter open and then I'll close the tab and then I'll go away and then I'll type in Twitter again instantly. Or maybe I might be on Twitter and then type in Twitter again. I have a little bit of an addiction. I need to relax. But there's pros and cons to everything. And the bright side to this is I don't miss any of the good tweets, as we have one right here. Burkish saying, here's how I like to break down fighting game improvement. 1, playing with other people. 2, training mode. 3, watching and studying matches. Of these, I think 1 and 3 are the most important. Brian, what do you think about his breakdown right there? Asking, as far as like the most important things to improve in fighting games. How you want to do this? Would you like to break down each one of these, just talk about it, or do you want to speak on what you think is most important?
Well, I would just say I think these are definitely like the big categories you can break it down to learning and improving, but it's also a bit different, I think, depending on your current skill level or comfort with fighting games in general, because this to me comes from the perspective of a guy who's already been through the motions and knows, like, when they see a quarter circle forward icon on the screen, they understand what to do with their hands. You know what I mean?
What? I think it might be fun to do it that way, though, Brian.
There's a bit of a learning curve, but he said training mode is the least important. You have to spend a little bit of time getting your execution down at the very beginner level, right? You got to spend a little bit of time on that.
But what if we attack this only through pro level, though? Like that might, I think people would be interested in hearing that.
I agree. I think this is the perspective of someone who knows fighting games, and I agree with this. These are the 3 categories, because we've already kind of put things in boxes in our heads for a long time, right? Like I'm not struggling to do a dragon punch if I learn a new character, right? It's more about when to do it. So I totally agree with this breakdown, but I would say I still like to do more training mode. He put 1 and 3, playing other people and watching, studying matches. I like to do a lot of training mode when I learn a new character, because I feel like that really helps me when I get into certain situations. I just have the muscle memory there. Like when you learn something new, it's so much of it is you're like, your hands need to have your autopilot engaged at certain points. You can't be thinking too much when you land a hit about what combo you're gonna do next, because you're just gonna drop it. So doing those training mode reps helps you when you get in those situations. You'll get into situations where you're gonna be like, wow, I've never been here before, but my hands are just doing what they need to do. Like I definitely, sometimes I feel like I'm just watching myself play, because I'm like, how did I even do that? Because it's so brand new. But like eventually, the more you put yourself in that situation, you just kind of internalize it, and it doesn't, like, it's not as otherworldly. Like when you land that new counter hit conversion, or like that new combo, or a weird anti-air that you can do a certain juggle from, right? If you training mode that enough, you'll get into situations and it'll just happen, right? So I think that's super valuable to learn.
Yeah, and I agree. But what do you think about the fact that, like, let's say anti-airing, you know how we can just anti-air at least a high percentage of the times without looking for the jump in? I feel like for me, the way that I like improved at that the most and the fastest, the way I seen the most strides was doing it in matches, actually. Whereas
of course,
I can set up the dummy to do like a million different things, and maybe I gotta check the dash and anti-air and things like that. But for some reason, like, I feel like that's one of the things where you have to do it in game. Like training mode doesn't help as much.
But you're not just playing. So there's a huge difference, I think, between just playing and playing while thinking about something you need to get better at. Because most people don't be thinking when they're playing. It is, you know how many people are hard stuck at ranks and they're just flow charting and they will be there forever because they don't go into matches saying, I'm trying to focus on learning something new and being okay with failing, right? Like when you're trying to be in that situation, like, oh, I'd rather practice the anti-airs in a match because you know, it's not, doing in training mode is not really as real or as raw, you know, it's too predictable. But you go into those matches like, I'm gonna try to do this, and even if like you mess up, like even if you get in that situation and you know you freak out and you press the wrong button, you press sweep instead of crouching fierce punch, you know, you don't even anti-air, press the whole wrong thing, and you lose the round because of it, you know that's a win because at least you recognize the situation and you try to have your brain send the signal to your hands to respond appropriately. You didn't get it right that time, but it's better than not trying, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people go into matches not trying new things and they never grow.
So you know what Burke is talking about right here, of course I feel like everything that he listed there is important. But when he's speaking on him feeling like playing other people and watching study matches is the most important, I would agree with that, but I still wouldn't put playing other people and watching and studying in the same category. For me, I learn way more from watching than playing. Like it's actually not even close. So I can have a very, very productive training session without actually touching the game at all.
That's a huge thing to do. I think that's I put that under number 3 with Burkish's categories here, watching and studying matches. Don't be scared to copy paste sometimes. Like even if you don't fully understand, like there's a difference between like a combo conversion, like you get it, like, oh, if they jump, I can do this combo, it does big damage. You get when to use it, right? But even if you like don't fully understand, like you see them doing something like a strategy neutral and you don't fully get it, don't be scared to just copy paste it and just try it and then see if you gain insight from it. Like that's something I learned too. Like even if I don't agree or understand.
Like that you feel like that even at like
even at the lower level
serious,
too. Serious and low level, yeah.
Okay,
straight
so
up.
Think even at, okay.
Because sometimes, like, sometimes you can't really understand until you know you walk a mile in their shoes. I feel like,
I feel you.
Like that happened with me with like the V skill 2 ROG. Like you know all the Japanese ROGs are using V skill 2, V trigger 1, and it's like I don't get it. Like on paper, I didn't understand it at all, but I just did it, even though I didn't agree with it, and I learned something from it. You know, I learned a different perspective of how to approach matchups, but I used it here and there, and it's just like I didn't understand it, so I just did it. I just copy pasted the strategy just to feel out when it's useful, what its weaknesses and strengths are. So I think that's huge to do. Even if you don't understand something, just copy paste.
You know, I feel like you're like way more of a training mode guy than I am. Like I train a lot, of course, like, and I take tremendous notes. So I think we probably study just as much, but the style, like the training mode side of things, you look at someone like Daigo, for example. Also, he's huge on training mode. Like when it comes to training mode, I guess the reason I don't tend to use it much, and I'm interested in seeing like what you guys may be really doing in there. It's usually, if I'm going in there, it's for something very specific.
Right.
Like I think that I don't value. I don't think that I'm wrong, or maybe it could be just different perspectives. But I don't think that I value little like knowing every interaction in the matchup. That's hyperbole, but you know what I'm saying, like knowing
right,
all
you're
these
prioritizing I don't know every I get what you're saying, like you're prioritizing the 95% of the things you gotta deal with. If you're missing strategy, like the 1% edge case, that might be wasted mental energy. And I agree, like it's not like I'm always in training mode, it's more like when I'm learning something new, there's a huge spike in it. And then I'm the same way. It's more like if I have inspiration for something or like I recognize the situation, and that comes from watching match videos. I totally agree. You got to be watching videos, and then it depends on like where you are in the game's lifespan. If you're new to a game, for me, it's tons of training mode and matches back to back to back, to just like repeat that cycle till you get everything into muscle memory. But like when you get to the maturity phase of a fighting game and you're kind of just like picking up new things here and there, it's definitely about being able to just watch matches and even just thinking. Like that's the phase I'm in with Street Fighter. Like with Balrog, it's different for me. I'm not going to training mode to learn my frame traps and I put in my 1,000 hours with Balrog. You know what I mean? Like I wrote the Bible on the character, bro. Like I put all the videos out. I documented all the tech. I have that down to a science. I don't need to do that as much with Balrog. But for me, it's more about literally after a tournament, if I lose, I'll just be thinking. I'll just be playing the match in my head. Like it's not even watching the video sometimes. It's just thinking about how I approach certain things, or like how the opponent was approaching certain things, my tempo, my pacing, where I was on screen. And I guess that's similar to watching, studying matches, just kind of doing it in your own head. So I just think, yeah, you have different things that are more valuable depending on where you are in a fighting game's lifespan, like your own kind of life cycle with the game. Are you new to it? Are you kind of a mature player in the franchise? So yeah, I think those are all valuable. The main thing to me, though, taken away from this, if you're like a newer player, is don't do only one. Because I know a lot of people who do a lot of only playing other people, and they never hit the lab, and then their combos are trash and their punishes are trash, and they never optimize anything, and they're leaving a lot of damage on the table. But I also know people who think they're not good enough to go into a match because they haven't put 1,000 hours in training mode. Listen, it's somewhere in the middle. Don't be scared to hop in a match and get your ass beat, because that's how you learn. It's going to help you train better. But also, if you've been playing a game for a long time and you're not punishing like a DP with a raw jump in, and you're doing a whack crush counter combo, open up training mode for 20 minutes. Like you'll thank yourself in the long run. So just do them all, and that's the best way to grow, I think.
Well, guys, for just real quick before we close out that topic, for anyone that is scared to go into the matches and instead of just sticking to training mode. Right now, I've been learning how to box, going to the boxer gym and everything. And I've heard that sparring can kind of expedite the process. But Big Hollywood ain't letting nobody beat his ass until he get like 6 months to a year of training in first. But no, I ain't scared though. I kind of don't want to hurt nobody else, to be honest with you. You see these guns.
But Brian, that's what it is.
You spoke on the value of certain training. Don't talk like you don't that you don't agree. You don't think I can knock out everybody in my boxing gym, Brian? Or in the average boxing gym across America?
I mean, no, I don't. But
Brian,
one day, if you hit the training mode enough, I'm saying, like, just don't let your dreams be memes, bro. If you want to knock out everybody at the gym, you got it one day. I believe in you.
You spoke of the value of different training, training regimens and stuff. But there is almost nothing more valuable in the FGC than qualifying for Capcom Cup. And right now, we see, of course, that we have come back around to CPT West Coast. This is number 2, ladies and gentlemen. The first one we already seen, the man, the myth, the legend, our brother, of course, none other than Alan's son, Dark Nephew. He qualified yet again. We all know that he's there to try to gatekeep. It didn't go well for Goma, the first person who tried to gatekeep. So we can see if Alan can finally, pick up the slack there. And you know who he wants to keep out, Brian, more than anybody. Is his friend, his brother in arms, none other than Samurai, probably his biggest rival over there on the West Coast. I'm hyped for this tournament. Of course, I gotta make sure I bring up some of the people before I even throw it off to you, Brian, because I'm so excited up to this point. Gotta bring up Mia, because that's one of the things that made me the most hype about the last CPT. I specifically sat here on this very camera and I brought up Mia. I said Mia's a bad muck. You know what I'm saying? I can't finish the word off, but y'all already know, chat. But there was nothing clean about Mia's play at that last CPT, finishing 2nd place overall, and I know that she is going to be trying to get first this time. Then, of course, we got JB. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like JB is godlike, and everybody knows that. But we haven't been hearing about JB as much as far as threats to win these big tournaments. It's like at one point, I feel like JB was looked at as the guy right there. And he still looked at an amazing skill level because he's godlike. But I think just the Nephew and Samurai rivalry has kind of overshadowed a lot of the other players over the past couple of years. So I'm very excited to see what JB can do here. I mean, I personally am very confident that he has a great chance to win this entire tournament, one of the best Rashids in the earth. But Brian, this tournament is extremely stacked. The West Coast has been on the rise, although they have been set back a little bit by a trash Balrog player moving over there and lowering the overall skill level.
Well, I mean, that just means that I have the insider intel here, right? So I've been infiltrating the West Coast, observing their online tournaments, playing some WNF. So I'm here to tell you, your analysis was great. You got the main picks, you got the Samurais, the Nephews, Mia, of course, and you got JB, who JB is ridiculous. He's working on some new stuff, so yeah, you're right. I'm excited to see what he does this weekend. But I got the insider intel on the West Coast. They've been stepping it up. I think people we're going to see good runs from are Commander Jesse. I think he's been always doing work with Dalsum. I don't think he's going to be playing any Oro to my great disappointment. But he's hot right now. I think he's super strong as always, very consistent. But I think one of the killers that we haven't brought up yet is none other than Jot. Jot has been playing Akira recently. He's been smoking me in bracket because Akira is my demon right now. I cannot stand playing some Akira. So I think it might be, you know, kind of like the wrench in the bracket. People, I think the players know about him. I don't think he has as much notoriety right now. I'm like the more casual audience who watches tournaments, but he might be doing some work there too. But in general, I think, of course, we're looking for the Samurai Nephew run back. Nephew just wants to gatekeep. He's a troll at heart.
Yes, he is.
If you don't know, he's a dry, sarcastic troll. And so to him, there'd be nothing more trolly than to get into grand finals and beating Samurai, or trying to prevent him from even getting to grand finals. So I do think that's kind of the storyline to follow. But one last player I want to bring up, I don't think we talked about him yet, Chris CCH.
I was gonna say, we wildin',
is like,
we wildin'.
yeah, the top three, like, most consistent, like, in the 2020 COVID era online tournaments. It's like, it's got to be Chris CCH, Nephew, and Samurai. Like, those are like the top three easy. He's always on the grind, so I really respect that about Chris. He's a super dedicated player, playing a lot of characters now too, which I think is very powerful to have. A lot of the characters in your arsenal. He has one of the best Sakuras. And actually, one thing I want to bring up about Chris CCH, like, the last big tournament they had on the West Coast was EVO Online, and Chris CCH got 7th in that. That's because he lost, I believe he lost to Samurai and then Nephew in losers. So he ran into like those two players right away. And then that's why he was out at 7th. So that you can see, like, they're always like trading wins with each other. If anyone can do it, I think he's one of those players. Like, he's been in those positions before enough now, and he's been on the grind enough to make this potentially that win.
Hey, do we have Justin back in this tournament?
He's in the tournament. He's in the bracket. I don't know if he's going to be playing his mains, whoever that is these days, if it's going to be Rose, but he's in the bracket, yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Look, Justin, to me, Justin is a wild card no matter what.
Wild card.
Just because he's Justin Wong. And if he's playing that Rose, people don't be knowing Rose all like that, man, to be honest. People don't be really having to. Now, to be fair, they do have, I want to say they have Justin because I don't feel like Justin plays like in tournament outside of CPT. But they do have Nephew when he's not using his Colleen. He's just messing around with Rose.
There's actually a lot of Roses on the West Coast. There's Nephew, there's Filipino Man, and
oh, you're right, Filipino Man
and too. Who else? There's a third Rose. He plays Seth normally, though. I'm forgetting his name. He even beat me in tournament. Flaquito. There we go. Flaquito is another one of the top 8 regulars at WNF, and he's a very strong Rose and Seth main. So they actually, you go to West Coast, it's a lot of Roses. East Coast, we just have Punk when he decides to pick her and beat everybody, right? But on West Coast, you get a decent amount of Rose practice. So I don't think it's going to be the same thing. Like in that first CPT, Rose is brand new. And actually, I saw the match. Chris CCH barely beat Justin Wong in pools. Barely. So Justin Wong, I think, drowned in pools.
I remember that. I saw that live.
But he lost to like the top 8 players because he was kind of unseeded.
And he lost to Corey Bell.
Yeah, there you go. He lost to like 2 people got made top 8, and they were really close matches. So Justin Wong is definitely a wild card. You know, a couple of hits there, you know, he would have been in top 8. That's how these tournaments go, right?
West Coast has gotten a lot better, bro. Just thinking about people, like I said, we hadn't mentioned Justin, like I said, Flaquito. Like, damn. West Coast has leveled up tremendously. This tournament's actually gonna be OD. But overall, bro, I feel like this isn't the same old West Coast, man. You know, of course, we're two of the people who like to troll them the most, and I still want to smoke whenever we get to offline tournaments. I know we just had ECT, but whenever we have something where both coasts are within the same proximity, I would love to play everyone in a nice team tournament. Of course, it's all friendly with some trash talk on the side. But to be completely honest and transparent, put my analyst hat on, this coaster is looking really sick right now, bro. Like, the level up has been insane, whole lot of talent. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a whole lot of ups, whole lot of downs, and this scene is looking hungrier than I have seen them in years. This is going to be top 16 for the brand new and improved, the newly invigorated West Coast.
It's time to start warming up.
Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
Who are you?
Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Let's go!
After it!
Fear my strength!
Have a taste of this! Don't take this personal!
I'll show no mercy!
This is for my fellow hunters!
What's the meaning of fate? You shall know.
Was there a shot?
Sword fire! Punishment!
Was there a shot? Can you keep up?
Sword is the end for you. It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Fate or a spot!
Too late to run off to Mom now.
These matches are going to be even more ridiculous.
If you know anything about Street Fighter, you do not doubt the GOAT.
My man is always hitting go. You thought I was playing? Oh, you're hella dead.
The main event!
Help me out, Nadeshko.
Look how much it means to him! Wow!
Not over! That's not over! Are you serious? My man is reading right now. My man is reading.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the North America Canada West 2 Top 16. I am Jake Ryan, and today we are getting into some West Coast Street Fighter action, homegrown from Burbank, California. How are you doing, James?
I'm doing good. I'm excited because obviously, you know, we're both West Coast players here, and we have the West Coast matchup coming up here. It's always exciting for me to call the matches from these players that, you know, I've known for so long, you know, at the Wednesday night fights and such, you know, so it's really cool and exciting, but a lot of very interesting storylines in this top 16 for this weekend here. I mean, look, the number one thing that's going to stand out to you, right, is the newly minted Panda Nephew. He's qualified already.
Yeah, he wants that money. There's a huge prize on the line. I don't care if I got first ones. I have the winner's mentality, okay? I am a champion. Nephew's like, give me the paycheck. I'm going to go again. I'm going to take down Luigi. I'm going to take down Chris T, Filipino Man. Whoever's in my way, getting into that top 8, I want that #1 spot. And whoever gets second, you know, they can be the bridesmaid this time. But we have other favorites from WNF. You have Luigi showing up really strong. Chris T actually commentating the other day. Ken Master from Street Fighter 4, now Street Fighter 5, placing consistently throughout the game's entire lifespan.
He has to go up against his friend.
Yeah, Filipino Man. He's got to play his friend.
Yeah.
Exactly. Equinox, Filipino Man. Sorry, Anton, you got to play the homie. And then Samurai, who was so close, actually got third in the first one. And the thing that was really cool about this, if you watch this week's WNF, Samurai convincingly took down Nephew to win that tournament. And you know, after getting third and getting so close, like, you want to win that. And Samurai, consistent performer, really strong in the Akuma, the Ryo, and now with Cyber Akuma, even more powerful.
Right.
Wanting to aim for that top spot. When Mata Oha on the other side with the Balrog, the boxer, consistently getting that top 8. Again, at WNF, all of these Wednesday Night Fights players, it's wow, what the talent.
Like, Mata Oha is one of those players who has just been consistently getting stronger and stronger. But right now, I think, you know, obviously Samurai Nephew might be considered the favorites right now. Chris T obviously has a lot of that pedigree as well. But speaking of Chris, let's go over to the other Chris CCH. I think might be the third strongest player in the West Coast right now after Nephew and Samurai. He has been finishing consistently so well. He'll be going up against Flaquito, and there's a little backstory for them, but we'll get into that. We'll let them speak it in their quotes and everything like that. But obviously, this is top 16, so we've got a loser side bracket as well. So if we jump over there, we see White Gun going against Danke Diaz. White Gun, the sole Canadian representative here.
Exactly. And, you know, he said North America, Canada West, you know, the one leaf to rule them all. Falling last and hasn't fallen yet, okay? I know we're in fall, but winter hasn't come just yet. And Danke Diaz. Danke Diaz plays 18 different characters. Don't know which one he's going to bring out. Hopefully the Dulcim. He's got a Blanca. He's got a Urian. He's got a G. He's got the paycheck. He does your taxes. He's got everything.
I don't think anybody's ever going to pretend that Dulcim is not, like, one of the best characters in the game
what
right now.
What do you mean, all right?
I mean,
that's
look.
a stretch. That's a stretch, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, going on a limb there, right? So, Yanoob with the Manat potentially going up against Corey Bell, who has been consistently been this gatekeeper player here. He's been getting into top 16s over and over and over again, just like eliminating a lot of strong players. And in fact, I think Corey Bell was the one that eliminated Mira from the tournament.
Yeah,
right? So
and one of the favorites for the tournament as well.
Yeah,
so
second place last time.
Corey Bell showing up incredibly strong with the Ed, and you can't sleep on it, especially.
He's gonna psycho upper you in the face. He's gonna EX psycho upper you in the face. I'm telling you.
If you don't think it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And just like someone who EXs JB, you know you're gonna get hit by the JB. We're talking about EX uppercuts. This man is the uppercut master. But now we're gonna talk about Myers.
Yeah.
Myers back in action.
One of my happiest stories here.
Yes.
Alex Myers is a player that I've known for years, and he's been going through a lot of the physical problems with his hands and everything like that, and apparently has switched to alternate controller schemes now and has found a way to get back into things. And he was one of those players, you know, he went to Japan, he stayed in Japan. There was one year that I was like, this is his year.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the physical problems kind of got in the way, and so I would love to see the return of Alex Myers as
Myers.
He hates us right now. Alex is like, I hate you guys.
These guys can get these bozos off the mic. Where's James
like,
Chen? Wait a minute.
He's trying to get like the letters to Capcom. He's like, kick these guys off, please.
Get these out.
But Prototype with a potential Honda, but most likely the Alex.
I need to see it.
Yeah, going up against Ravillo. Ravillo, probably one of the names that if you don't watch a lot of Wednesday Night Fights, you know, like you probably don't know as well as compared to a lot of the other players there. But I'm excited to see what Prototype is going to do with that Alex, because he's a character that got so buffed.
Exactly. Yeah, Alex got so many tools in the tank now. The headband is on even tighter because he's playing that hard. You can see every vein in his forehead. And Ravillo playing the Zeku, so it's going to be exciting to see how that Zeku really plays out in that matchup, because you know he's got the reversal, he's got great neutral pokes, he can faction also has changed to young Zeku and really control like the close
having
range.
Two characters is
having
a nice
two characters
thing,
is pretty
right?
good. So it's going to be up to Prototype to really instill his will in that match, and that's how the rest of the bracket's going to go, because all of these players are incredibly strong. Anybody can take it, but it's a lot easier to do it from the winner side, I'd say. Like, even looking at it statistically, most of the time, it doesn't happen from winners, but we've seen it happen before, so I'm excited to see this bracket shake up and really
look,
get into it.
I'm just gonna say it.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. As a West Coast guy,
yes,
it pains me to say this, but I really feel like the East Coast of the United States of North America has really stepped up.
Okay.
And I feel like the West Coast right now is the weaker coast.
Okay.
I'm saying that right now.
Okay.
So I want to see these players step up, show their things, and just get upsets and blow people up. Because I say this as, like the father, right? I want to see the West Coast come and just start blowing people up. So I say this with all of my love and heart. Let's go West Coast. Let's dominate. Let's get into Capcom Cup, and let's show the world what we're made of over here.
Man, you really just said we're all weaker, and it's like, but do a good job, son. Do a good job.
I told you, I'm like the dad. That's the way it works, right?
It's okay. It's okay. You got the participation trophy.
If you don't win, you're grounded.
But don't worry. This is going to be the time to shine. This is going to be the time to really show up to the plate, because the winner is going to be going to Capcom Cup, and that's how you're going to represent the West Coast.
But Shine is an East Coast player, though.
Yeah, Shine is an East Coast player.
So it can't be the time to shine, right?
Yeah,
so, yeah, we
now,
have to...
like you said, but it is the time to shine, because even though there is a Capcom Cup spot on the line, there is also a huge prize pool. Top 4 is going to be paid out in this situation. $5,000. So you know how I said Nephew, even though he's already qualified? My bank account isn't qualified. I need to get a little bit more qualified in that area. So that's something that these players are going to fight for even harder. It gives them even more motivation. You want to do well in this, not only to get the Capcom Cup, not only to show the East Coast what's up, but a nice payday is always a nice payday.
And see, with Nephew, look at this, a total prize pool of over $200,000 for Capcom Cup. Are we really at Capcom Cup 8 now?
I mean, the game has been out for a good amount of time, and the balance has only gotten better and better, and hopefully we even get even better into the future. I want to see every character be viable. I want to see Capcom Cup be all individual characters.
I mean, honestly, shout outs to, Matsumoto-san and Nakayama, because honestly, they have been doing some killer jobs here with the balance. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I feel like at this point, we just had a Folk.
Yeah, a Folk win. The 4 fills.
Shout outs to 4 fills.
4 fills out here.
4 fills. Let's
Number
go.
1.
Let's go. And I'm like, we had a Falk qualify. We had an Ed qualify. We have so many
cool characters.
Just a great character variety. Akage.
Yeah, exactly.
Akage.
Like, come on. Like, Kusanagi just the week before. Akage qualified. There are so many cool characters that you are able to play and have so much expression in the game. So you love to see that. And I want to see more. I want a Blanca to win. Well, come on, Danke Diaz. You can do it for me, okay? Give me the Blanca.
I said I'm everybody's father here, but there's one player that I'm their uncle, and that, of course, is Nephew.
Okay.
Right? So
your nephew's uncle, not his father.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I lined it up.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, but that's going to be the first match that we're going to have here on the stream for you guys, is going to be Nephew. So let's take a look at what he has to say. Let's take a look at what Nephew has to say about this. He says, Nephew... Luigi actually is going
Nephew will enjoy this match. I don't know what that means, because look at the shades.
Dude,
look at the shades from Luigi.
Shade.
Like, what is that comment?
That is a death stare right there. That is a death stare.
He's even got death stare right there?
The Luigi death stare. And he's got the hands there and everything. Production throwing me for, sending me on a mix-up here. I was talking about,
It's a 50-50. You got to block a high-low, guess.
Okay, let's see. Now let's see what Nephew has to say. He says, even if I lose, I just get to gatekeep more people.
Oh, that is such a winner's mentality too, because you're like, yeah, send me to the losers bracket, see what happens. I'm not good. They're not trapped down there with me. No, I'm not trapped down there with them. They're trapped down there with me. It's like, yeah, dude, there's more food down there. I'm hungry. Let me eat. I want to play more matches today. But we're going to get into our first match of the day. Nephew versus Luigi. We're expecting to see the Colleen versus Guile. And Luigi has... I played him in bracket. It's a very smothering type of playstyle. If you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile, put you into the corner, and you are not going to be able to escape. But Nephew has been known to play that really patient game. I think as patient as a player as Samurai, so seeing that kind of matchup really sway, I'm excited to see how this breaks down. Is Luigi going to play the patient Guile style, or is Nephew...
Is it going to be Guile, though?
It might be. It might be.
His quote...
He said he's going to enjoy that.
He might bring out the Honda,
oh,
right? I
mean,
that would be right on cue for us.
Yeah. I definitely...
Let's see. Okay. Drum roll, please.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
it's the exciting matchup.
Okay, there you go. It is going to be Luigi versus Colleen, as expected.
Yeah.
But Luigi did say, dude, shout-outs also, by the way, to Akira and Oro.
So sick. So
yeah.
sick.
All right, here we go. Oh, dude, look at the floor.
Yeah.
Look at the screens on the back.
So sick.
They got the top joy on the. Okay, nice,
yeah,
nice.
That game is amazing. Oh, what an air throw to counter the jump out, and that's the thing right here. So Luigi wants to play this incredibly patient game and potentially force you to the corner, but Nephew is so confident of gluing his feet to the ground, not afraid to challenge in the anti-airs. But now this is exactly what you want. Another back throw. You're stuck. This is scary.
Yeah, this is the corner position that. But see, here's a good job by Nephew to switch, and one of Nephew's strengths really is when he gets you in the corner, the mix-ups. He always has the right reads. He just, and then of course, Colleen just has the amazing buttons.
Ooh, tick throw gets the job done, and I love that. It's just so fast. You know that you're in a one-touch situation, so you're like, is he going to go low? Is he going to go grab? And if you don't react appropriately, you die just like that. But
trying to go for a counter.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but Nephew got the counter hit that really led to that round going his way. So Luigi challenging, it's ambitious, but you have to.
And again, for those of you who are less familiar with them, Mario and Luigi, the two brothers who the FGC has actually helped out a lot. They were in a tough living situation. The FGC pulled together to help them out. And these are two players who have really been on the come up in the past few years in the Wednesday night fights. And they are regularly some of the strongest players right now, being able to play multiple characters like you mentioned.
Yeah. And Luigi showing that strength right now, too. Not shaken up by the first match. What a whip punish. And this is a lot of resources for Nephew in the corner, but nice jump out. That was
Sometimes
so good.
The best way to get out of the corner is just a wake-up jump.
Just do it.
If you suspect the enemy is going to shimmy you, go for a delayed throw or something of that nature. Jumping out of the corner is absolutely one of your best options. It's one of the ways to stop a shimmy is to hit a button, or you just jump like that.
Yeah, looking like a Tres Leches layer cake. You gotta understand the layers and make sure that you know exactly when you gotta do what. And the jump out there from Luigi was just great awareness. Figured out the tempo that Nephew was trying to create, especially with the shimmies, and really capitalized on it. And now what looked like Luigi being behind in the beginning is now, as I said, I'm sorry, Nephew. I'm sorry, Luigi.
Crush counter, and of course, Colleen with the blessed crush counter. Look how much damage she gets off of that.
You're dead.
Stun. And remember, since this is just top 16, this is 2 out of 3. So now Nephew is up 1-0, just needs to win one more game to get into the top 8. And everybody who wins in the first 4 matches that we showed today will advance to the top 8 and be done until tomorrow.
Yeah, everything looked great for Luigi until it didn't there. It was definitely...
he was doing so well until he got hit.
Yeah, if he just didn't get hit, I feel like he would do much better. But the thing that happened there, it was a great reaction situation from Nephew. As soon as he saw the EX Sonic Boom, activation into the charge through, and then it was lights out for Luigi. Got stuck into a one-touch stun situation. What a jump.
That anti-air just didn't work.
Nope. Nephew's just built different.
Yeah, back in the corner again. And yeah, that's a beautiful trade for Nephew. Again, another great trade. So that's what he tried last time, but he hit the buttons maybe a little too early, so he didn't get the throw. But he is doing such a good job preventing Luigi from getting out of the corner.
I know that Nephew said he'd be happy to go to loser's bracket, the gatekeep more people, but, I don't think that might happen. But now, with the extension off of the V-trigger, show me how far you can push him into the corner. That's going to be huge because that is going to create the next situation. But V-trigger and critical art is available for Nephew. The challenge!
Yeah, from one side to the other, but like you said, Nephew with the challenge and taking him all the way back to the other one, then gets the counter hit. And Look, Luigi said that Nephew would enjoy this match, and it looks like Nephew is enjoying it a lot right now.
Yeah, Nephew is eating pretty right now. What an anti-air, but still, you got to do much more than that. And Luigi has been able to consistently establish these leads in the beginning of the round, but as soon as he has V-trigger on the side of Nephew, it feels like it falls apart for Luigi.
Yeah, like I said, the one thing about Nephew is he's so good at momentum. He's one of the best players at momentum. He gets you knocked down, and the mix-ups are, nice. Well, actually, a little... What do you mean? Did he backdash twice?
Yes, he did. That was... Oh, no, and that's stunned. I think he can actually kill here off this combo because the projection wasn't too high.
Well, he's going for the reset instead. Yeah, but Guile's flash kick works on either side. So I like that choice there from him. Woo! Gets out of there with the EX Vanity Step.
Okay. Again, you cannot throw Sonic Booms when he has it tapped, and you're done. The shimmy once again. Nephew catches Luigi. The jump wasn't present, and just falls apart.
You know, one of the main conversations in the FGC recently has been about rock, paper, scissors, has been about RPS, right? And here's the thing, right? It's prevalent in most fighting games.
Yeah,
it's just a part of it.
It's a natural law.
And it's not as random as you think it is. So when Nephew, every time he gets that knockdown, I said he's so good at the momentum, right? But consistently, he is always right.
Yeah.
He's always correct, and that's why he has that momentum. He knocks you down. He has the right read on the Street Fighter V RPS, essentially, the throw, shimmy, and attack, right? And so the way that Nephew plays, he has such a good read on it. And even though there is a level of RPS to it, and of course, it's weighted RPS, so it changes the way that it works
Good
very
old rock.
well.
Nothing beats rock.
Yeah, exactly. But Nephew is just so good at reading the momentum, reading the mood of the opponent. That's why when he knocks you down, he seems to be right so many times in a row, and that's what makes him probably the best player in the West Coast right now.
Yeah, it's how he creates that mental stack too, because even if you avoid an option once, it doesn't mean he's going to not go for it again. And we saw that too, especially because I believe at the last touch, it was Luigi trying to jump out, but instead he showed that he could anti-air it, and it's that weighted RPS situation. He's like, if I time my media appropriately and you try to jump out again, because he did like a little mini shimmy, then I'm going to catch you. So he already previously conditioned him in that situation where even though it looked good for Luigi, it then became a detriment because he saw him do that little shimmy again. He's like, oh, I can jump. And then he gets frame trapped pretty much on his jump frames. He's like, oh, I'm just dead. Wow. And Nephew, you know, you would have had a very fun time in the loser side of the bracket, but no gatekeeping at the moment. The only person you're gatekeeping is Luigi. His princess is in another castle. And as you can see, Nephew isn't going to be playing anymore today. He is in the top 8, and our next game is going to be Chris T versus Filipino Man. The homies got to fight. And Chris T plays my favorite character in the game, Ken Masters.
I couldn't have sensed that from the China tournament.
I mean, the China tournament, my favorite player became My Ken. And My Ken, like, I went home and I'm like, I'm going to lab some of these Ken combos. This is sick. I'm going to EX Tatsu some folks, full screen, cross them up. Have a great time, and then I got bodied. I'm super silver, super scrub, but I had a great time.
One of the things that I love about Ken, now obviously as a character, you know, if you follow a lot of Chris T, you know the trials and tribulations of Ken players out there, the inconsistency. But Ken is definitely a lot more consistent now, and one of my favorite things about the character is not only have they shown him a lot of that love to give him a little bit more consistency, he still has some problems here, and I'm not going to say that he's like free of all the weird inconsistent problems. But one of the nice things about it is he's a character who I've seen a lot of usage between both V skills, both V triggers, Momochi even going with Ken earlier just a few weeks ago, going with V trigger 2 to Shinryuken Sonic Booms and stuff
that was amazing.
Yeah. So,
and I think that versatility in the character, I think he's the best Shoto right now. I would say I think it's him, or I think he's the best Shoto. Wow. I do believe that.
Ryu?
I think he's better than Ryu. I think he's better. I without a doubt. I am following Logan's coattails because Logan. Shout outs to Logan. Logan was like not Ryu. He said Ken is the best Shoto right now, and I believe it firmly. I do not deny it. Okay, who's placed further? All right, my Ken did really good. I'm about to see Chris T do really good. All right, Ken's out here.
Excuse me. Did we not just earlier talk about Akage qualifying for Capcom Cup? Has a Ken qualified yet? Anyways,
it's about to happen. It's about to happen.
Chris T and Filipino Man. Let's see what these two friends have to say to each other here. Let's see what they have to say. Over a decade of intense Street Fighter has been played between us. Nothing but respect to Anton. A classic showdown of two kids that had a dream to be legendary in this business.
That warms my heart.
Feels.
That's so good. That's like
the feels.
This is the best friend moment where, wow, we really got to fight each other.
I mean, again, you know, I make those jokes about being a dad or whatever, but I saw both of these players when they first started showing up to Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah.
And I've always been so happy to see
you're an 09er?
how strong. I've always been so happy to see how strong both of them have gotten. Let's see what Filipino Man has to say.
Yeah. Chris Tatarian versus Filipino Man is a timeless classic beginning in the early SF4 days. It should hopefully be another good set. On the topic of SF4 days, it's been 10 years since my best Rose player friend, Sku222 passed, and I will try my best to win for him with Rose.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Rest in peace. That is hard. And whenever you lose a friend, it really gives you that motivation to be the best version of yourself. And the fact that he still plays Rose and lets that fire burn, you know, I want that soul sprout. Chris T, I love Ken, but Filipino Man, you got to take it. He won my heart. Sorry. Rose is the best Shoto in the game.
I want to see.
Is Rose a Shoto?
Filipino Man. Dude, I mean, look, they're all. Terry's a Shoto.
Is Terry a Shoto?
Kazuya's a Shoto. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I do want to see, because Rose is one of those characters that, you know, we don't get to see as much in the CPT event. So, dude, they're even going with, this looks like Alpha 1.
That's what
they're
I love to see.
going with all the classic costumes here, and even that's a classic Rose color as well. So we're playing Street Fighter Alpha 1 over here.
Yeah, really good stuff. And again, this is winner's top 16, so it is only going to be a first of 2. Winner is going to not be playing for the rest of the day, and the loser will have a chance in the loser bracket. But Chris T immediately putting the pressure on Fire. Oh, no. Ooh.
Yep, and there's that V skill too. And that's the nice thing about that, is it gives him that kind of frame trap opportunity. And it looks like Chris T is just going to start off with a perfect.
Wow, that was a dominating set, and really, like you said, showing off the power of the V skill 2. You're like, is he going to go strike? Is he going to throw? And the overhead just keeps coming out off the V skill 2. And that came off of one fireball, that momentum where he got the one knockdown off fireball, and it was over. But now, great tech on the throw. Filipino Man going to be trying his best to fight back.
Yeah, and one of the tricky things about this match that we're not going to see here is the fact that these two players know so much about each other that a lot of the decisions that they're making are going to come from years of playing against each other.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of interesting decisions made by them, and we'll probably not understand them as well as they will.
Yeah, I really like that Filipino Man is opting to play at this distance. Now charging in.
V reversal. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really smart. Just don't give him that ability to get the offense going at all.
Ooh.
You don't need that meter for a V-trigger comeback at this point. So
no chance.
Just V-reversal everything now.
Nice EX soul spiral through, and now playing at full screen, but Filipino Man has such a hill to climb. Christy doesn't have to do anything here.
Yep. And that's why he's just chilling there.
Wow,
and you see it as soon as he had the chance.
Oh, again.
V-reversal. But look at this. Filipino Man slowly making his way back. Yeah, he's almost dead. He's been losing chip damage here and there. Oh, boy.
The whiff throw, but no punish from Chris T. Oh, and this is going to be incredibly close.
Too far.
Wow, that's so good.
Okay.
The gray health here means one good touch from Chris T will kill Filipino Man there, but it's 15 seconds on the clock.
What is this? And now Filipino Man has a lead. He has gotten the lead. Like I said, he was chipping away, and maybe the little bit of the tentative play right there from Chris T, not a good idea.
The satellite?
Because he's got satellites, V-reversal. He's got one mix of nice block on the jump of the fireball. You got to be giving me 2 seconds, Filipino Man.
The turtle versus the beast.
I mean, the crazy thing was, I mean, it wasn't even turtling for most of that round, right? I mean, Chris was the one trying to play defensive, trying to finish it off with the V-reversals and such, but then Filipino Man with the comeback.
Oh, no!
And there is one of the
inconsistencies.
the inconsistencies with Ken that I think was introduced recently. Oh.
This is so hard. How do you approach now?
Wow, what a juggle off the wall into a juggle. Just needs one more hit, and you are out. And Chris T with a little bit of desperation. And frankly, I feel like that previous round was so much in Chris T's mind because he didn't. I don't feel like he played himself that round.
No.
I don't feel like he played himself as like himself that round at all.
What I would have liked to see from Chris T in that round, because the aggression is what got him the perfect in the first round. Why are you playing full screen? You know that you're able to overrun him, call him out on the throws, and like get the right read on the situation. Why not do it again? You needed one more touch to make it happen, but so afraid to move forward. And Anton is like, okay, I'll play the full screen game. I'm Rose. And Anton was able to turn it around from perfect to lose in the first game. That's rough. And now this is the Chris T we wanted to see again.
This is what you've got to do. Rose, obviously a character not with great defense either. So nice confirm. Caught him standing and also just single hit confirm there. Tried to shimmy, but that's why you come out with those buttons.
Yep.
But Chris T again with this offense.
Oh, man.
What?
Yeah, big crush counter. And again, confirm off to the standing short into the DP. So good. And again, a great round from Chris T, but we saw him moving forward. And when you play Ken, I feel like you got to rush down. You have to.
Can't let her establish the soul satellites and such.
Oh, very good.
Ooh, look at that. Nice link. Very Chun-Li-esque right there.
Ooh. Yeah.
God, the range that she has on some of those buttons is so good.
Yeah, and I really like this change in tempo from Filipino Man, really going on the offensive and then backing up. Full screen Tatsu, easy punish.
Goes for the meaty, and then this mini shimmy right there. Caught him low. Nice tech. So stopping that momentum right there. Okay, here we go. Gonna save a little bit of that meter, not go for the full one. Oh no, that's not enough to kill yet. If you had gone for the EX Soul Spiral, it might have been enough.
Yeah, but this is so scary. You can't make any mistakes here as Chris T. You got to deal with the fireballs, the satellites. There it is. Was probably looking for the throw, but it was not present. Double low. We'll get the round on the board. But Chris T saved all of his resources. Still has a full bar. Felt like he wasn't going to use any of those resources there. So this is anybody's game here.
Ooh, nice check with the standing heavy kick to catch him while he was jumping. Preemptive space controlling. Ooh. Wow, and then even reading the V skill and getting the EX Soul charge through it.
This is so good for Filipino Man right now, even though Chris has the resources.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is huge. You're in the corner. V-trigger is available.
This is how Chris wins, is this corner position. But here comes Filipino Man now, trying to fight his way out.
Ooh, what a confirm right there, calling out the V skill. Now this is so scary. Utilize the resources. V-trigger is active, but the activation station, we're going in.
And
Vamos.
he's got the meter. If he can Manat his way through this and get to the super, it should be kill. Is this gonna kill? Is it gonna kill?
Freeze the frame. I think no, not dead, not dead.
Not enough yet. You've just lost all those channel points, dude.
Any touch will kill Chris T here. Activation into the
Okay, here we go. Chris, time for the comeback.
Ooh. Trying to even up the game. V-reversal, get off me.
Gets the knockdown, yeah.
And he would punish with challenging with the fireballs. You're scary.
He's got an offensive. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's Anton that has the V-reversal on deck. Now, what can Chris do, though? He has to make it through the shmup right here.
He has to take a risk.
He has to fight the bullet hell at this point. And Anton is totally comfortable just doing this.
No!
He went for it. He went for the Hail Mary, said, if I hit you, I win.
And if I don't, I die. You know, I'd rather die by the sword than live without fighting. And Chris T really showed up. He had the perfect in the first round. It looked so convincing, but Filipino Man really slowed it down. As soon as he got a lead, he just created that distance. And you saw that. As soon as Ken was in that compromised situation, he had to take a risk, no matter what the risk ended up being, to get the hit. And Anton knew that. Filipino Man smelt blood in the water and was like, all right, I'm going to let you do it to yourself. I'm going to walk forward, block. You're going to DP. That's what Kens do. That's the flow chart. I've read the flow chart. I've known you for 10 years. You wrote it with me. And Filipino Man will not be playing anymore today, but we will see more Chris T action a little bit later. As you can see, top 8 on the top of the winner side is already decided. We're going to see Panda Nephew versus Filipino Man tomorrow. But now, Samurai, the patient warrior, versus the boxer, Mata Oha.
I just enjoyed seeing some classic zoning.
That was good. That was definitely some lame play. That was lame. I'm like, wow, he's really sitting there full screen with the fireballs.
I love it. Oh man,
setting up shop.
I know some people don't like the zoning, but oh man, it feels good to see something like that again.
Dawson players.
Oh man, dude, Dawson is barely a zoner in this game now.
He's rushed down. He's rushed down.
But as
he
you
definitely is.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, Samurai and Mata Oha coming up next. Samurai, you know, as you mentioned, third place last time. Gotta be the favorite here. Not to necessarily win the tournament because Nephew's here, but to qualify.
Wow, that's some bold words.
Because Nephew, I mean, look, Nephew's always kind of had his number, right? But
True.
like you said at the last Wednesday Night Fights. But let's see what Samurai has to say about this match coming into this.
Yeah, let me see. What do you got to say, Samurai? Should be a good match. Good luck, have fun. That is such a Samurai thing to say. He's like, yeah, man, we're playing Street Fighter.
I'm surprised he's smiling in his photo.
Yeah, no, where's the focus? Give me 5 minutes.
The stare, yeah.
And then he looks up and he's like, it's time.
But like I said, Mata Oha has been a strong boxer player here in Southern California for quite some time, taking a lot of the 818 locals and such. And now, here he is on winner's side of Capcom Pro Tour. He would love nothing better than to put Samurai into the loser's bracket. Say, Samurai may be a favorite to take this, but not if I can help it.
It's like some antagonist stuff. Be like, hey, have fun in the loser's bracket. Mata Oha. But here's the thing. If Samurai plays Akuma and Mata Oha makes a couple of good decisions and Samurai overextends, Kuma doesn't have the health or the stun bar to really deal with that. And this is a matchup that I played a lot obviously a lot of things have changed since the first season to the fifth season. My training partner was a Balrog, and I was an Akuma player, and I did not have a good time. I did not have a good time. And it was just because, you make one mistake, and you're like, wow, I hit everything. I activated V-trigger. Oh, I'm dead. Where did all my life go? I got hit by one tap, and I'm done. But, Samurai is at a caliber of player where it's going to take a lot from Mata Oha to get him to crack, especially with how defensively he's able to play, the rock, paper, scissors situation, so he usually has the right read to escape. And he's got so much experience against this character, especially because he's played in most of the same tournaments, plays higher in most of the tournaments, so I'm guaranteeing that they have ran into each other. And I'm almost certain, I want to see the Cyber Akuma. He's gotten the power up. We can rebuild him. We've made him stronger. Samurai didn't need a buff, and we gave it to him.
Yeah, but the problem with the Cyber Akuma, right?
Yeah.
Cyber Akuma is Dan and his sister's father, right? I mean, but according to MSH versus SF lore, right?
So
Dan, no, he's our ... and that's the end. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, all right. And see, look at the incredibly patient neutral again. And see, Samurai is so comfortable being in that danger zone.
Yeah.
Like that really close proximity, press something.
What's interesting to me right now, the thing that's interesting, okay, well, I was just about to say, he's not using V-Skill 1, so he doesn't have a way through the fireball, but never mind. He's got turnaround punch to go through the fireballs, but that's why I was surprised he's going with V-Skill 2, because Samurai, his ground fireball pressure is a lot of what gives him his power.
World class. Yeah, great confirm. And I love the timing change up on the jump in right there. Demon flip with the dive kick before, because Mata Oha already showed the willingness to anti-air and the timing on that. And Samurai immediately adjusted.
Here we go. And now the pressure with the V-trigger activation.
Oh, big confirm. No!
Oh, an execution error.
Very rare.
You know what? It kind of worked out for him. He's going to spend the meter. Is this going to kill?
Wow, Samurai. And Samurai known for the confirms. He's not going to spend
There's more channel points gone from you here.
Yeah,
I'm here. I ruin everybody's predictions, dude. It's just the way it works.
He took all my points, man. I had 3 million. They're gone. They told me Akuma wasn't going to kill. And he did. Samurai, why are you so nasty?
All right, gets the throw in there off of the plus frames. And now back, like you said, Samurai loves standing in danger, but see, that's how you fight Balrog, right? You have to dance inside and outside of that light dash punch range, and you have to be willing to whiff punish it if you can get him to whiff it.
And again, even though Samurai adapted to his time of doing the dive kick because the regular jump-ins were getting punished, Mata Oha adapts right back. Activation is here. Oh, and this is going to be so scary. One more touch, and you are lights out.
Got him with the low. Doesn't have enough to chip him anytime soon, though. So Samurai here is just chilling. He knows he has a trigger and basically a super. One hit could have led to the sequence of victory, but not going to happen. Samurai is going to come into this round, however, with all of that meter, with Mata Oha spending his last bar to get that plus, to get the challenge on the win.
Yeah, full stick of butter, trying to get the pan nice and toasty. Nice demon flip, cross up, and this is where Boxer doesn't want to be. That's the hard thing about him, too. He doesn't have that traditional reversal, so if Akuma can get him into the corner, it is not great on wake up. But in this neutral space is where you feel comfortable.
Yes, managed to sneak in that V skill too, yeah. And there you go, walking away from the throw.
Nice.
And that's going to be able to combo. Actually, I don't think Samurai was 100% confident that that light punch was going to combo.
Yeah, and this lack of confidence is not something we typically see from Samurai. Usually incredibly composed in his hit confirms, normally on the low short.
That's minus, yeah, so
nice.
it takes a turn. And that's punishable. So here comes Samurai saving that meter right now, because now one hit will kill. All he needs is low forward fireball, standing light kick fireball, and those will all go into super. Patience, even on the shimmy right there.
And Mata Oha knows that he can't make a mistake. Activation station. This is looking incredibly scary. The jump out once again. Neutral jump just waiting.
Oh, if that was a neutral jump right there, he would have been able to kill Mata.
Oh, you're dead!
He got clipped!
Wow! What a V-skill!
Frame trapped him with that up kick right there. Caught Mata Oha off guard. And that's going to give Samurai the ability to combo into the super and get the win.
He really tried to jump out. he really tried to jump out. Samurai's like, exactly.
I mean, it might have been thinking, oh, God, here comes the demon. He wants to demon me.
He said, as expected. Thank you for my round.
That's the mix-up right there, right? So you go for that V-skill if you think they're going to jump away from the demon.
He was playing rock, paper, scissors, kick. That's definitely what happened right there. He's like, I didn't expect that option.
Is he one of the guys who plays with dynamite?
Yeah.
Which is
Laser.
like, what? Why is dynamite
It beats
here?
everything. That's definitely what happened to Mata Oha. He's like, you're not playing by the rules. And be like, yeah, it's called Street Fighter, bro. All right, get it together. Great standing medium kick into Tatsu. Into the corner we go. This is not looking great for Mata Oha, but the challenge to try to escape the corner. You need to be able to fight back.
Offensive V reversal wants to keep this corner pressure. He's got another one. Hasn't spent it yet, but there he goes on a guaranteed. A little too early on that throw, unfortunately, for Samurai. A little mistiming.
Look at the gray help.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
it's so
scary.
much. Okay, good.
Oh, and he walked a micro step forward to get that throw because Samurai walked away last time. So he made sure he got in range. Nice check.
Immediately equalizing the health because of that gray health used by the V reversals. And now Mata Oha just needs one good hit. Good chip. This is scary. Nice anti-air. Oh, just do it. Send him.
He did it. Not scared. He hadn't done the EX bust out all day. And you know what? I'm going to do it again. Because you know what? I hadn't done it in so long. And as soon as he busted out, he's like, okay, that was the one time. And Samurai's like, nope, that was going to be only one of 2 times.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yep.
He'd never do it again. That's joke's on you. Good old Rock. Nothing beats Rock. That's definitely what we just saw there in Samurai.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Rock.
Yeah, this is looking very good for Samurai here. Mata Oha can still fight back, but now Samurai feeling so comfortable in the corner. Demon flip. Oh no, the schmixturization and the shimmy. One more hit, it's done, and that might be lights out. Lights out for your running winner side. Samurai with a 2-0 perfect to finish it off. I'm done playing for the day. I am about to meditate for the next 24 hours to move on forward in the top 8. Very good stuff from Samurai.
Samurai
Cyber
has
Akuma, man.
One of those guys out there who has, played the original Street Fighter 2 and took the advice to heart. He is going to meditate and then destroy you.
That's definitely what happened right there. We saw, got a little bit warmed up in that first match on stream, and then afterwards it just felt like oppression session, especially that last game. It was just every read was correct. The demon flip sequence after the jab Tatsu in the corner into the low hit confirm. It was just like, man, Akuma's eaten. That's what it felt like. It's like, what are you going to do as boxer? You just die.
And again, it's that whole situation that we've talked about, right? Like, yes, fighting games, when you boil it down to the core, it's kind of about a guessing game, right? But the thing is, once you get that read and once you start understanding who your opponent, all those rounds leading up to that final round is Samurai building up information. He's remembered everything Mata Oha has done in every situation so that by the end, he has a good read on what Mata Oha's natural reactions are going to be. And so towards the end, like I said with Nephew, there's a reason why I said these two are the favorites to win this tournament. They get the read on their opponent, and then they just maul you at the end
run it
like
in.
that. So
and that's what's so great too, because the telltale sign of a great fighting game player is when they get the download. It's terrifying because they make all your smart decisions that typically feel good feel stupid. So you start making stupid decisions, and then you feel even more dumb. And it's really hard. And Mata Oha still put up a valiant effort. like did their best to really shut down Samurai, but Samurai was one of the best in the business and hard to shut down.
Yeah.
And another one we said was actually probably the third strongest in the West Coast right now, Chris CCH.
Yeah.
And it's going to be against Flaquito, and Chris CCH has a good variety of characters. We've seen the Sakura. I believe played Cammy before. I'm not 100%. Then the Seth as well. It was Seth. I remember the Seth and and the Sakura are the most two recent characters I've been seeing. And then Flaquito, another Rose. We got 2 Roses, winner's side, top 8.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You
dude.
said
That's
we haven't
awesome.
seen any.
Yeah, I know. And here we go.
It's
West
on the
Coast
West.
bringing them
It's here.
West Coast is bringing them here. But
Yeah.
you know what? If you guys want to play in these tournaments and, you know, kind of get that kind of skill going as well, you can also check out compete.playstation.com. If you head on over to that URL to learn more about the PlayStation tournaments, you can find a lot of Street Fighter V action there as well. Get involved, play these fighting games online, and really just, you know, try to make a name for yourselves. Like I said, a lot of these players here, Chris CCH included, you know, have just gotten to themselves to this point of being some of the top players. Chris T, Filipino Man, I talked about seeing them from the very first times that they showed up to Wednesday Night Fights, and now here they are. You can do the same thing. Your journey starts at compete.playstation.com.
Yeah, best time to plant a tree was 50 years ago, but now is all the second best time is right now. If you want your tree to rise, and James Chen will water you as one of his children. He will just let you raise like a beautiful plant, beautiful tree, redwood, super tall, super powerful. That is how you're going to do it. Sure. And if you want to get, sorry, I mean, you talk about it and they're like, my children, I've raised them this entire time. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's like a garden full of these wonderful plants. And you're like, yes, good. I am their teacher. And if you want to see the origin of all the Street Fighter characters and get that classic story, you can dive right into the top joy game that we've seen on the stage right here, Street Fighter. Oh man, it's so good. Duel it's available for download in China right now. The global version is coming out soon. You get to see Ryu, Chun-Li, all of your favorites, and the mysterious organization in the classic stories, the fighters, and all your memories of Street Fighter. And you know, it's got all the original imagery. Look how cool this looks.
The artwork is
really
sick.
Amazing.
The artwork is sick.
Yeah. And the thing that's cool about this, too, is it's innovative. It's got multiplayer combos. I think you can play as, like, 2 characters at the same time. I saw Ryu and Ken doing, like, this sick combo on Bison. There's PvP gameplay and tournaments with in-game rewards as well. So you got the Arcade Legend. It's going to be on your mobile devices. Again, available in China now, and it's going to be worldwide soon, globally available. And there's millions of players already. And if you want to be the best fighter in that arena, it's going to be available to you soon.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to find out more about who's going to make it into the tournament tomorrow. Again, the people winning in this first match here on top 16, I should say. Automatically qualifying for the top 8 tomorrow. Is it going to be Chris CCH or Flaquito that's going to be joining Nephew, Filipino Man, and Samurai? We will find out right after this break. Don't go anywhere for more Street Fighter V action.
Time to fight, time to fight. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up turn to feet. So fight, time to fight. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
Guess it's time to start warming up.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Capcom Pro Tour. We are watching the players from North America West duke it out here. This is the second North America West. Nephew qualifying in the first one, and of course, he's in this one too.
Yeah, wild.
He just wants the money.
I can't believe that he already qualified for top 8. And even though we won't be seeing him anymore today, we still got a ton of competition, hungry to get into that echelon right now. And if you want to take a look at the bracket of the matches we've already had today, if you're just tuning in, Nephew 2-0 over Luigi. Quick work, Nephew, number one. Feels like I'm going to take down Luigi, send him away. Chris T falling 0-2 to Filipino Man, moving on with the Rose. That's going to be our one of our matches for top 8 tomorrow. And then now we had another 2-0 from Samurai, really showing up in form. Got third last time, trying to get at least first or second this time, because if Nephew gets first and you get second, then guess what? You may be the bridesmaid, but you win today over Mata Oha. And now the match that we're going to be diving into is Chris CCH versus Flaquito. And Chris CCH, UIU, is one of the players that we were talking about. If Nephew's number 1 and Samurai's number 2, then Chris CCH has to be number 3. So Flaquito has a lot on his plate, especially if that's what you're running into. And that's what we're thinking. It's like, man, I got to run into this guy to get top 8. He's not even like my winner semifinals match. That's wild. But
look, before we get into this match, I want to just give a quick shout outs to someone number 1 in our hearts, and that is Masa. Shout outs to Masa out there. But let's get into this next match coming up over here. This is going to be Chris CCH versus Flaquito. Two players going to fight against each other. And like I said, a little bit of history. So let's see what they have to say about this.
Yeah, we need to see this. Give me the details. Just happy to be here. Using low tier Rose. Okay, Flaquito. Okay. I like it. Tell me what you got to say, Chris CCH.
I mean, like the way that I've described the balance in this game right now, there's like, 48 characters? Like 24 are in the top 10 and the other 24 are in the bottom 10. Like that's how it is. Like the balance is so good in this game right now.
Top 10 is actually 24 characters.
Let's see what...
I'm not a math major. I'm a commentator.
I still remember the Capcom Cup 2018 LCQ where Flaquito crushed my dreams and beat my Guile with Sakura. Now the roles are reversed, and I will make sure that he also fails to zone out this gorilla character.
That is some... I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Flaquito. When you play fighting games, you want to instill your will on somebody else, and you want to leave a lasting impression. If he remembers this match from 2018, and he's that salty that he got into the top 16, and he made it this quote, this man is here for blood. Okay?
It crushed his dreams. You remember
my dreams have been crushed? Yeah, I remember. I was one game away from top 32 at EVO. And you know what?
People remember.
I remember that match.
Dreams are crushed.
It was a young 15-year-old boy that beat me. And I'll never forget it. He played a cheap character. He's a gorilla. I'm going to beat him. And that is exactly how Flaquito feels. That's exactly how Chris CCH feels.
Well, look at it. It's gonna be it's another alpha matchup here, right? We've got Alpha 2 matchups.
He's so salty.
Chris CCH coming back here now, going to try to exact the revenge against Flaquito.
The energy is so opposite. He's like, hey, my character's low tier, and he's like, I hate you. You crushed my dreams. So Chris CCH, Flaquito's like, hey, low tier character. But we're getting into the match now.
I mean, look, maybe that's an indication of the pressure that they're putting on themselves coming into this. Chris CCH pressuring himself to finally Darth Vader his Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nah, actually, he's going to be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
All right. EX hosted into the activation. I like that. And a great throw tech there from Flaquito with the awareness.
Not quite fast enough for the whiff punish on that heavy kick.
Trying
and
really
now he's
hard.
got the pressure in there. But he's also got that V-trigger activated. Ooh. So you got to watch out.
And Sakura's walk speed is actually pretty good. So the fact that
that's
Flaquito was able to get that throw tech. That's a very good confirm. And now you're in the corner. The combos just keep continuing. Nice throw, one touch, and you will be dead. But a challenge. Probably looking for the shimmy. I like that.
And we've got the activation, the cross-up. This is going to be huge damage. It's enough to kill. And Rose about to crush more dreams, perhaps?
Oh, my God. He's taking me back to 2018. Help. Help.
Getting flashbacks now.
I said he was a gorilla and he's playing his owner.
Too late on that confirm right there. It was too late. You can cancel some of the later active frames, and that's what he did. And so it wasn't fast enough to combo off of that heavy kick. You can see the nerves kicking in for Chris CCH now.
Yeah, Flaquito feeling really comfortable in this match, but once that V-trigger is active, Sakura feels incredibly strong, but Flaquito just continues to throw at the pokes, and Chrissy CH hasn't been able to establish any lasting damage as I say that.
Good block on that cross under. And got the hit. A couple of times now that Flaquito has just given the media. And so, yeah, so he's hit buttons and gotten counter hit on his wake up a couple of times. And so Chris CCH that time walked up and was like, you know what? You're going to think I'm going to throw because you're going to stop hitting buttons. So he went to the next level and shimmied right there. So nicely done.
Layers on layers. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a box in a box. As we continue to move forward right now, Flaquito and Chris CCH 1 round on the board apiece, but Flaquito establishing a life lead early, but as we saw before, Chris CCH has that beat trigger. He can just carve that life lead away, but great slider to the fireball, and now still every option is being punished.
And he has the anti-airs on deck, but Sakura being able to Tatsu into V-trigger activation has been such a... Oh, okay. The low crush right there.
Little hop. Oh, what? The satellite?
So sick.
You're kidding me. And the second hit of the uppercut. Wow. And the challenge, Flaquito.
So Flaquito, again, see, this is what I mean. This is all knowledge right here. Yeah. So again, at one point in time, Chris CCH did EX uppercut, double dash, delay, standing medium punch, and got the counter hit, got him flinching. And this time, Flaquito was like, okay, you hit me with an EX uppercut, you're probably going to try to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And the double dash, I don't think is real. And so he made sure to check that. He made sure to check that. But again, it's previous round knowledge that's coming into play. Yeah. It's not just empty, like, I think this is going to
work out.
Yeah.
Nah, he did his homework. The assignment has already been graded.
Ooh,
he got the answer sheet. I think maybe, yeah. That was good. Oh, very good challenge right there. Caught the startup. Oh, no punish on the shimmy, though.
Yeah, too slow with the button. But here we go. The pressure finally goes for the throw. He hasn't really shown the throw option. Going to be able to slide under? No, just EX.
Yeah, activation station. What a confirm, but no, doesn't get it afterwards.
Yeah, and actually getting hit out of the air is probably not as bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of messed up his combo, but yeah, that was a lot of damage. And he's got a Tatsu into the activation. Yeah, again, like I said, such a nice buff and a trade combo.
She needs it. She needs it. That's all I got to say. But now, Flaquito put in a pretty compromised situation, tried to slide. But the charged fireball, like, that was a really good adjustment from Chris CCH because the normal fireball would have been evaded right there with the slide. Right. But the charge gave it just enough time to be like, I got you in your recovery. You can't haunt me in my dreams anymore. I'm awake.
Well, Chris CCH has had very little success jumping in on Flaquito, but it really has just been punishing those fireballs with that light DP like that that has been giving him a lot of the power. But of course, he has to be close enough for that to work. And again, the jumps are not working, but he still has to keep showing that option, though.
You have to.
Oh,
no anti-air!
Remember we talked about just jumping out of the corner on your wake up if you think the opponent's going to shimmy. Ouch!
Huge counter. Look at it.
Damage.
One more touch and you're dead. Critical art is on deck. The EX extensions are also available. Oh, but the corner is now on Flaquito's side. And the mix!
Oh.
He's a 50-50. Which side? Oh, the block!
No, too
you're
far
dead!
away. That's going to hurt. Yeah, he's going to be able to link after that. And now Flaquito is in dream-crushing position right now once again to try to send Chris CCH to the loser's bracket at another 2-0. Can Chris CCH take this round and give us our first 1-1 of the top 16 winner side?
Yeah, this is set point, though, for Flaquito, and Chris CCH definitely has to be feeling the heat. You see the willingness to continue to go in, but Rose continues to have the normals. So challenge right now, EX Fireball resources being used. This is so scary. Chris CCH.
Oh, that was nice with punish. But all I can picture right now is Chris CCH going, I will not have my dreams crushed again. And Flaquito's going, my character's low tier.
My character. Wow, my character really stinks, man. Golly gee, it would be a shame if they buffed her.
Oh,
but now still fighting out in this neutral. Good slide, looking for another fireball. But the activation station.
Terrifying. What side? Mix. Damage. Gonna juggle. Not gonna be enough to kill.
Oh,
that's gonna do it. And dreams have been crushed, ladies and gentlemen. Chris CCH going into the loser's bracket, not being able to exact revenge. Flaquito moving on with the... We have now 2 roses on the winner's side, top 8.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
With Flaquito and Filipino Man.
Not what I expected, but I'm excited with the results regardless. And we don't want to use results-based analysis to decide that, Rose is actually top tier. But, she's a low-tier hero. We're excited to see some low-tier characters and hopefully some more character representation.
It's not low tier.
I know. She's bottom. She's not top 10. She's bottom 10.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Remember, you just said it.
Yeah, it's just one or the other.
However,
that's it.
Chris CCH put up a valiant effort, and as you can see, going to be moving on into the losers bracket. But our top 8 winner side is established. Tomorrow, in the beginning of the day, you're going to see Panda Nephew, Equinox, Filipino Man, duking it out to see who moves on to the winners finals, and Samurai versus Flaquito. Chris CCH fell to Flaquito, but now you can update that nightmare from 2018 to 2021. And the story is, I can't believe this zoner player zoned me out, crushed my dreams. I'm a gorilla. I'm mad.
All anyone can do these days is in Hollywood is just make reboots and remakes.
This
right?
is definitely.
So this is
I
the
can't
2021 reboot right here.
This is
unfortunately for Chris CCH, but
the zoner returns.
He has a chance on the loser side of the bracket. True. So if we come over here and look at the other side of the bracket right here, you see Chris CCH waiting for the winner between White Gun and Danke Diaz, and of course this is where the eliminations start here.
Yeah.
So we've got White Gun versus Danke Diaz here.
Yanoob
and Corey Bell, JB versus Alex Myers, and Prototype versus Ravillo waiting here. And when whoever wins that, they will be going up against the 4 players that we saw lose earlier.
Yeah, so, the 4 players that already lost, they may be a little bit warmed up. They've got some time to wait, and they are eager. All they got to do is win one more match. Either of these players, all they have to do is win one match, whether if you were in winners, to move on.
Yeah.
So if you go 0-2 today, you feel even worse. It's like, why did I play in the whole bracket? If I got to the stream and I go 0-2, imagine you're right there. The apple's right there, and you're like, man, I'm just too tired. I can't reach
You know
the
what?
apple.
If you go, you should feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. You made top 16. Okay, here's the thing. Would you rather get 9th or 2nd? Ask yourself that question. Would you rather get 9th or 2nd?
Second has some money in this tournament.
No money. Only first place gets money. Would you get 9th or 2nd?
Second.
No, I wouldn't. I'd get 9th. I'd be like, I don't want to play through that top 8
Anyways,
just to lose.
White Gun and Danke Diaz are going to be coming up next here, and we're going to find out which of these players is going to be in 9th or 13th or whatever it is. But let's see what the players have to say, especially I'm curious to see what White Gun has to say as the sole Canadian representative here.
Let me see what he's got to say. I don't need to practice this. Oh, let's Danke Diaz. Let's go, Dank. Dank's got all the characters on deck. That's my boy right there. You know what he's going to do after this? He's going to go to Taco Bell. He's going to get whatever he needs. He's going to have a great time and live his best life. Danke Diaz, you are a true scholar of the game. And if you win this thing, you don't ever need to practice again. You're going to Capcom Cup. White Gun, what you got to say? This guy
plays...
He doesn't know. He was so confused. He's like...
it's a valid point, because who the heck is Danke Diaz going to bring in here? Right? Is it going to be Dalsum? Is it going to be...
Dalsum, Blanca, Honda.
He's got so many characters.
Play them all at once.
Yeah. just every round it just switches characters here. So
yeah, he's gonna.
Oh man. Well, we're all gonna be on the edge of our seat, sitting here waiting to see who Danke Diaz goes with, and let's see.
Fingers crossed. Show me the Dalsum. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I
said, Dalsum, such a strong character. Now, obviously, he did get some buffs. The V shift really helps him out to get away from a lot of the situations that he used to get himself into before. So,
yeah, you see strong performers like Mystic Crimson and obviously Arturo, just such strong Dalsum players, and it's the fact
that was supposed to be a drill. That was supposed to be a drill.
This is a drill. It was a joke. It was a joke. All right, that was in for real. Can we start playing now? Button check.
Missed the dive kick.
Yeah, again, nice. But keeping it short. Put the pressure right now. Dalsum trying to fight out. Good punish on the teleport. And this is not where you want to be as Dalsum. Dank has to try to escape. Big counter hit into the carpet. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, and that's going to allow him to teleport out of the corner.
Walk it out.
What?
Walk it out.
Medium punch just beat the EX dive. Is that... I'm so confused. Did Danke Diaz do that on purpose?
Oh, 100%. My man doesn't need to practice because he just knows.
He just hits buttons? Is that all it is?
He just knows. It's called a fighting game, not a blocking game. I'm here to press buttons. Danke Diaz knows the script, okay? White Gun trying to fight back with his Cammy, though. Great dive kick, and now we're going for it. Trying to reset the corner, but...
Trying to chase a backdash. He was trying to predict a backdash or a V-shift, perhaps, is what he was trying to get. And again, the V-shift, but he doesn't even have the meter for the V-shift yet, so he was trying to catch the backdash for sure. Nice meaty into the stun. He should be able to kill off of this. Juggle.
Easy.
Yep, there you go.
Easy pickings right there. And what we saw there, too, is when he was trying to catch the backdash, we saw that same situation and interaction punishing Xiaohai in the China qualifiers before. Because he was doing that against he was doing against the Urians consistently, and they were all like, bro, I know you're going to do this.
Right. We know
and they just kept punishing him
Yeah.
every single time. We saw it the first time Danke Diaz is like, I did my research. I know who you're watching as a Cammy player. I know what you're going to do. I'm going to sit here and wait.
I don't have to practice, but I watched the China event, so I know.
Yeah.
Cammys just want a heavy kick all day.
All Cammys do is heavy kick, dive kick, and lie.
Yeah, that's minus right there. So
nice.
challenged. But yeah, gets the DP through that string. Here we go. The knockdown. Time for the Cammy pressure. Too far away for the throw. Didn't walk up far enough.
Nice.
Faked the dive kick, which caught Danke Diaz off guard. Allowed White Gun to get the jump in. Obviously, a lot of scaling here.
Yeah,
Shimmy.
White Gun looking really strong here with the Cammy, and I know you love to see Cammys thrive in the corner. So hard to escape. What a walk under. Oh, don't tell me. You don't win this round, Dank. You don't even play this game. You don't even practice. Let it burn, baby.
Cammy's cooking right now.
No oil, no butter, but Danke Diaz doesn't have a skillet. It's all over the corner. It's all over the counter.
Nicely done with the throw. A lot of times players like to go for the shimmy at the end of the round because now you can't take the throw. And so one of the things you train yourself is to not go for the throw in those situations, but White Gun did.
That was so smart, keeping himself in stasis long enough, teleporting away, and the cannon spike just whiffs. That was such a... Dank was like, yeah, I gotcha. I love it. I love it. Critical Art on deck with V-Trigger for Cammy right now.
See, back medium punch makes more sense than far medium punch.
Yeah.
So, good DP, good reaction right there. And now, okay, half the bar. And yes, more delay on landing. Thanks to the most recent patch on those dive kicks right there. That's why. So V-shifts could actually punish the dive kicks now.
Yeah, that's a huge change that really affects Cammy and Danke Diaz. Even though apparently he doesn't practice, he knows the V-shift punish. I think this man might be lying.
Dude, everybody who says they don't practice, I think it was Brutus who said you can play for like 5 months in a row, stop for 2 days, and you're like, yo, I'm rusty.
Hey, yo, I don't even play this game. That's the ultimate OS. The ultimate OS.
I call that the Jay Visant OS right there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even play this game.
Evo Champ. I don't even play this game.
Got him.
Nice cannon spike. Very good. Finally challenged Dank with the slide.
There was that heavy kick again. Hasn't been finding its mark. Maybe expecting the V-shift again.
No way. Oh,
Big
this is so scary.
Out of there.
Any touch. Any touch, and you're dead. It's over. Danke Diaz. I don't need to practice. Light her up. G's not even on the screen, but he's still setting her on fire.
And
said, light her up.
Unfortunately, that means that the last player from Canada is out of the tournament, unfortunately. A lot of the Canadian players out there, I'm sure, rooting for White Gun to do well here. But Danke Diaz is going to move on, and he will be going up against Chris CCH next in this tournament. Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Can you imagine that Chris CCH loses to his owner after he embraced his gorilla will, and then he plays another zoner, and the nightmare has just adapted. Times have changed. The zoners are the problem. Maybe he goes back to his roots. Become the zoner. Become what you once were. To really grow strong. But that was still a great showing from Danke Diaz. White Gun PC made it this far to top 16. Should be very proud as the lone Canadian representative. So that's nothing to be ashamed of. And we're not going to see him anymore in the tournament. But for our next match that we haven't coming on, it's Yanoob versus Corey Bell. Corey Bell, again, defeating IQ Mira. And that was one of the favorites for the tournaments as well. So that's going to be incredibly exciting to see. Sponsored by Vitrix versus Yanoob. And Yanoob is going to be playing that Manat/Urian. I'm excited to see even more zoners. We got a Manat, another Manat on the screen. Always great to watch.
In Yanoob, I always say, had that breakout performance at one of the North America qualifiers.
It was like the LCQ, right?
Yeah,
it was the LCQ. I remember that.
Yeah, and he did super well in that tournament. I remember even beating people like Smug the Beast.
Oh, that was good, yeah.
And so,
Dr. Smuggles.
But Corey Bell, like I said, there's been a bunch of tournaments, like I know at the Intel and a bunch of other events.
Yeah.
He's been really kind of spoiling people's runs and kind of
playing gatekeeper.
Yeah.
What Nephew wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been a pretty strong gatekeeper, as we mentioned. Took out Mira, who was second place last time, so that's a rough one. But, I mean, a lot of it also just comes from the fact that you cannot condition Corey Bell.
No.
He's going to walk up and
EX
Psycho upper in your face all day. So that's my warning to you, Yanoob.
I love it.
Okay.
Just be ready. And let's see what the players have to say about the match, because even though Corey Bell is going to commit to the Psycho upper, I want to see, all right, what Yanoob, I haven't been playing well recently, but I'm not one to give up. So I'm going to give it everything I can, and if that isn't enough, then so be it. You know what? That's
wholesome.
That's wholesome right there. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do my best, and if I come up short, I had a good time. I did my best. You know what?
Hey,
I respect it.
He's in top 16 on the loser side. He says he hasn't been playing well recently. He's been playing pretty good, but
as Yipe said, be a scrub.
I want to know what Corey Bell has to say, because I know this guy could be a troll sometimes.
Let's see what he's got.
If you have to fight like there's one last chair in musical chairs, and brother, the music is about to stop.
All I'm asking for is after the break, can you take away one of our chairs and see what happens? Because I'm okay with standing, but if it's a competition and there's a prize on the line, I'm sorry, James.
Hey, look, I actually beat that Boston No More Heroes 3, okay? So I'm pretty good at musical chairs right now. I'm just saying right now. So.
I'll have you know. I got all the achievements. You're going down, fella. They call me touchdown. No, I'm kidding. They call me TT for a reason. But we are going straight into this match now. Like you said, Corey Bell always got something interesting to say, and that definitely was a quote. That definitely was a quote. Yanoob's like, I'm here to have a great time. And he's like, musical chairs. Play like your life's on the line. Because if you ain't got a seat at the table, you can't make it to top 8. Oh, the monot. I feel like this is a hard matchup for Ed, but here's the thing. He's going to EX Psycho upper. I'm not – every knockdown, if it doesn't come out, I'm going to lose channel points. So I'm just expecting the EX Psycho upper. But let's see how this plays out. Yanoob versus Corey Bell. Loser is eliminated. Winner goes on to fight one more game to potentially get into top 8. So there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah, but like you said, one of the tough things is going to be the fact that Ed is going to have trouble trying to get in. And, yeah, if she blocks, that orb still hits on the way back.
Yep.
And he's really trying to use that V skill to get himself in. But Corey Bell is a believer in V-Trigger 1. A lot of people, Ed players, love that V-Trigger 2, but you see why Corey likes that V-Trigger 1. He's labbed the hell out of that, too, but unfortunately lets her out of the corner. He's going to be able to get the side switch here.
Oh, what a shimmy. Not able to get someone to shimmy again, and you're dead. Corey Bell turning the tides, utilizing that V-Trigger. Yeah, oh, my God. That was so good.
Whole round was won because of that V-Trigger. 100% because of that V-Trigger. And that's what opened everything up. Minus frames.
Open the pearly gates right there. Psycho madness.
It's going to be dangerous right now because Corey's gone for a lot of V-skill 1s. And Yanoob has checked afterwards every time. So non-charge V-skill 1s, I should say. So watch out for the EX Psycho upper at some point in time.
Yeah. Always looking out for it. But now Yanoob trying to fight back right now. Oh, wow. This is looking so hard. Nice. But no, I like that wait from Corey Bell with the run-up grab to stop the ball from running back. That was so smart. Activation.
Here we go. Yeah, now you're in the mix-up. God, just waited exactly the right amount of time. Try to juggle with the jump medium punch and missed, unfortunately. All right, back to this now.
Oh, okay. Trapped, and now you got the orbs. You have to deal with all this pressure. If a hit comes out, you get a huge combo.
Oh, no. Wasn't ready to get the juggle with more orbs. Got him. He's going to be able to confirm off of that combo. Doesn't go for more of the orbs. Instead, more pressure.
Wow, he challenged again after getting hit and quick rise. That's crazy.
Oh, the side switch on the main reversal. Caught Yanoob off guard, and then Corey Bell flicker punch into the super. Corey Bell taking game number 1. And you know what? We haven't seen any walk-up EX Psycho uppers.
No, we haven't. That's 2 for flinching right there. That's definitely what happened. He's like, 1, 2, 3. Why are you getting shimmied, man? Corey looking good, and Yanoob is like, man, I haven't been playing well recently. This guy just punched me up.
Yanoob has got to step it up here.
Yeah,
if he says he hasn't been playing well now is the time.
Yeah.
Now is the time, and you couldn't be just like Danke Diaz and not practice and still win, right? So here, I don't know if he hasn't been practicing. He's probably been practicing a lot.
No chance. My boy Dank, he doesn't lie.
I just mean Yanoob.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow,
that was so sick.
That was sick. That was like behind the back.
Yep.
I didn't know the orb had a backboard combo.
And so you see right here, he's been fishing with that V-Skill 1 a lot, and Yanoob has checked every time. Now maybe it's time for Yanoob to go for a throw in the situation. But here we go, plus frames now again for Corey. If he lets him get that charge, nice. A lot of delay on that.
Yeah, a lot of recovery, and the activation, this is where it all begins. The mix-up is coming, but you got hit same side.
That was a combo! That was so disgusting, and I don't think he meant to do a lot of that, but it worked.
Hey, when something happens like that, you said, yeah, it was on purpose.
Oh, 100%.
Anybody ever asked? You're like, yeah, I meant to do that. Oh, there's the EX. Big punish. Not going to be able to kill, but the crush counter will change your fate. Your dead stun's not even a factor because you're already off the screen. A round on the board for Yanoob, trying to even it up 1-1. We've had so many 2-0s. Yanoob, can you break the curse of the West Coast? The West Wash. The rinse cycle. It's too powerful. But Corey Bell trying to keep it going, all right? These clothes are dirty.
There's that check again. Check again. Corey is testing him, but again, remember, on block, the orb doesn't lose its hit. There's a plus frames right there. Goes for the throw. Plus frames again. Tries to shimmy, and actually catches with the low, catches a Yanoob walking backwards.
Good backdash. Orb's coming back, but the EX!
Finally busts himself out, and he goes for the back throw.
He wanted to side,
so he can set this up. Like, he faked the throw before, and yep, you're in that mix again. There's still another hit. They added hits to that thing. They added hits to that V-trigger.
He needs it. He needs it, okay? He's bottom 10, bro. He needs it.
Bottom 10 with the other 23 characters.
Yeah, he's bottom 10 with the other 23 characters. He needs it. But still, looking incredibly strong. What a punish. What a jump in.
That's going to hurt all the way to the corner, and you have no orb. What a bad timing by Corey right there. Going to give Yanoob the chance to get out of here. Plus frames. Backdash this time.
Yep. Okay, fireball's out, but the reflect.
Plus frames. Goes for the low, and then tries to fake a throw.
Good tech on the throw right there. And now looking good. Here it comes, the mix once again. You have to get out of here. You have not fared well.
You're going to get hit. And look at that.
Are you dead?
All the hits.
No way.
The alliance of hits allowed him to get knocked down, get up again,
You're dead.
and get the kill. Corey Bell. There was no scaling on that. It was literally just V-Trigger 1 right into the super, not even on a V-Trigger canceler. It was just pure 100% unscaled damage. And so Corey, and like I said, the extra hits on that V-Trigger 2 allowed those hits, those last few hits for Corey to get in there and get the super. Corey Bell continuing to do his gatekeeping down here, and he will be going up against Danke Diaz after this. Oh no, Mata Oha. Oh, this bracket here is not drawn correctly.
He really got hit by full screen orb, and because his V-trigger was already on the screen, he's like, haha, GG, shake my hand. That's what happened. He's like, but I hit you, and he's like, you're not wrong. You got me there. You have to admit.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. But I still win. And that was just so good from Corey Bell, knowing exactly, like character specialist at its finest, knowing exactly all the situations where the V-trigger is going to shine, utilizing the 50-50 that it creates, especially off throw knockdown. You don't get one 50-50, you get two 50-50s. You're like, man, that's 100-100 right there. I'm going to hit you no matter what. Like, you got to guess right twice. That's a little too hard. But we've got even more matches coming up soon, but as we said before, it's going to be Danke Diaz versus Chris CCH, and then Corey Bell versus Mata Oha. Those are going to be fantastic. And if you want to be a part of this fantastic action, you need to go to PlayStation CTA because you can have a chance to play in these tournaments as well. If you want to be these homegrown heroes, whether from the West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, Mid-Best, anyway, I trust. Hey, shout out to St. Cole. That's my boy. That's where you have to start somewhere. You have to if you want to be one of James Chen's illustrious children. Yeah, illustrious children rising to the top. This is where you start. You got to get into these brackets, and that is how you are going to show up as a top player. Like, you got to start somewhere. You go 0-2 for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, and then you show up and you win the whole bracket.
And, of course, you know, don't forget that Street Fighter Duel is coming out. It is going to be available globally very, very soon. Currently available in China, but this Capcom-authorized mobile game is now available, as I said, down in China. So keep a lookout for more news on the release for the rest of the world, and get ready to join the journey with millions of players to find out who is the best fighter in the world.
Street Fighter. It's going to be fight, KO. every time I want to hear Sagat's like Tiger knee in this, just Tiger.
Tiger.
And if you want to hear even more Street Fighter action, you guys are going to need to stay tuned because this top 16 is only getting heated up. Every single match from this point is going to be an elimination match, and it's only going to get even more intense from here. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly, but you're not going to want to miss any of this action.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after defeat. So fly, time to fly. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are street fighters.
Have to strike out on their own.
Do this.
Lock and loaded, it's time for war.
Can't start the show without the star.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on, let's turn up the heat. About time to finish this.
See what I'm really made of.
I'll show you.
You like this?
It's time for war.
That is the truth of what you must seek.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Capcom Pro Tour North America, Canada West Top 16. We are in the loser side of the bracket today. If you're just joining us, we have already established everyone who's on the winner side of Top 8 today. Right. And we've got even more matches now. They are all elimination matches at this point on the loser side. And if I didn't say it was a Shark Tank, I'd be lying to y'all, because these fish be eaten.
Yeah, and we just saw, you know, unfortunately, White Gun and Yanoob go out in the tournament.
See you later.
To Danke, Diaz, and Corey Bell, but they're not even done yet.
Nope.
We'll find out in the next match here coming up, which is going to be JB versus
Myers
and Prototype versus Ravillo after that. And those players will be moving on. And man, can you imagine, like, if Alex Myers, I'm just saying this, if he manages to defeat JB, that's another match that Christy's going to have to fight against a really good friend.
You just,
you know?
Hey, you know, when you got
training partners,
the training partner bracket, and you're like, really? Really? First Anton and now you, Alex?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. But JB, you know, he's got different ideas. One of the best Rashids in the business. Has consistently placed well in tournaments far and wide for the entire lifespan of Street Fighter V, really. Rocking that Rashid the entire time. But Myers coming back. You know, we can rebuild him stronger, faster, with more dexterity. And I'm happy to see Myers back, because on Twitter I've seen him talking about, he's like, you know, I'm excited to compete again, really get warmed up to it, get rid of the rust, and like that's super cool to me, because as a competitor, like, it's always that drive and fire inside, and to overcome those obstacles, that's something huge. That's the story I want to see. So I want to see Myers go far, because I loved watching his Sakura play in 4. And like seeing that character come back up into the spotlight in 5 is good. I'm not sure if he's playing the Sakura. I know he's been on the Cammy. Cammy's my girl. We see so many Cammy players. We just saw one earlier.
I mean, because we were even talking about this before regarding some other players. But man, once you're one of those top players, man, that fire burns forever, and it's so hard to snuff out.
Once you get a taste, you got to keep going. You're like, this feels good.
I'm retiring, and then 2 months later, they're like, all right, I'm back.
I'm back. It's just a joke, guys. But you know, JB consistently performing well and didn't really take a break. So Alex Meyer does have his money cut out for him to take this match. But before we get into the match, we're going to hear what the players have to say.
Yeah. So Alex Meyer says, JB is known as the Hamburglar. Robble. But I won't let this man just dig into my pockets again. Look at that serious face right there.
Don't you take my hamburgers.
All right. Okay.
That's my hard-earned money for my burgers. You can't have them. Well, tell me, JB. Show me what you got to say.
What does JB say here?
Watch out for the JB. He's going to EX uppercut. He's gonna do it. Hey, you want to see that mix-up? Want to see me do it again? He's gonna wave DP. I love it. JB, man, a few words, but many mix-ups. It's exciting to see. You know, Rashid is definitely a character that I say is playing Street Fighter V, so it's gonna be exciting to see how this breaks up. I wonder if Alex is gonna be playing Sakura. I want to see it, because I'm a hardcore fan. I've loved watching him since Street Fighter 4. But I would also be okay with the Cammy, because I've seen him. His
Cammy is
really good. His whip punish game, his confirm game, like the way he spaces out his dive kicks and like really changing up his timing has always been super solid. So either way, I'm going to be excited, because this is going to be such a high level match as we get into it. Who do you think takes this?
I mean, right now, just because, you know, as you mentioned, JB hasn't taken much of a break recently, I would probably put him in the favored spot right now.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, for me, Alex Myers is someone I've been watching for so long, and like I said, there was one point in time where I really thought it was his year, and he started off the year really, really strong.
Yeah.
So I know he has the potential as well. I know I'm totally waffling on this one and not picking a person, because I'm trying so hard not
Myers
to pick
all the
a
way.
There we go.
Myers all the way.
Versus Rashid.
Myers.
It is going to be the Cammy versus Rashid, as we were predicting, and this, like we said, that is the character that Myers has been putting most of that work into. So let's see how this goes. Of course, Rashid with the strong game on the ground. A bad confirmed by Alex right there. A little too eager, and right away at 10 seconds spending one of those bars for the V-shift.
Yeah, and that was a little bit more of an anticipation versus a confirm. This time it does pay off right there. And again, there's the confirm that we're looking for in Myers. Looking incredibly strong here. But the whip dive kick, no!
Yeah, the execution error did it a little too early. There's a height restriction on that.
Oh, what an air-to-air. That was so
not
good.
supposed to be an air throw? But regardless, he got out.
Oh, hooligan, but there's the
JB.
The JB.
And I'm glad he has the distinction that he's just JB, but that is the JAYBE. He spelled it out as JB.
Ooh, any touch here is so good for Alex. He's got the V-trigger activated full stick of butter, but it doesn't matter. Not Rashid.
Yeah,
with
finding his way in, dashing in there. Sometimes the plus frames getting you the mix-up can just be catching the opponent off guard. Rashid running in there, one of the best at doing that, especially because you're so scared of that run crouching light kick.
Oh, no. JB starting to run away with this right now. Alex Myers has full resources, but not really any space to use them. The shimmy, but no punish on the throw.
Yeah, it wasn't fast enough.
All right, activation station.
Yep. Oh, wow, just walks up and throws. Okay. Cammy has totally the ability to do this, and he's sitting on a lot of meter. Close to stun, but misses the dive kick again.
These execution errors are starting to bite Alex in. It's really hard because we know, we talked about it previously, you know, dealing with the hand issues and really adapting to that. It's exciting to see how he can keep form. No, confirm again. You hate to see it. A lot of these touches could lead to such great situations.
I mean, one hit is into super is dead, but remember, he's also using, if I'm not mistaken, he's using a new controller, right?
New peripheral, so it's hard.
So it might just be a couple of the muscle memory things that are a little bit missing. But again, he's got to take care of his hands. I believe he's using the Ergo box, I think it is.
I think that's super cool. Like the fact that controllers are getting to that point where as long as you're using them appropriately, like hitboxes are good as long as you use them appropriately. And then like a bar, like that's so nice. And the fact that a player like Alex, it's such a caliber where it's like, you know, the only thing holding him back is the hands.
Right.
If there's something that can unlock that, like I want to see him have his year.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But JB right now says, you know what? You're not going to have a year. Okay, actually, no tornadoes for you. V-shift out of there, gets himself out of that situation.
That's why they call it a tornado warning, all right? He stops the NATO. Great back throw.
Tried to shimmy, but didn't walk back far enough. Got the counter hit, the confirmed JB. 1 round away now from sending Alex Myers out of this tournament and putting an abrupt halt to Alex Myers' comeback for now.
Yeah, and JB has been so consistent with punishing the dash-ins right there, and that's what's been a very big proponent of him getting these high damage confirms.
Ooh, no confirm off of that crouching medium kick. Even on the whip punish.
Ooh. Wow, big confirm right here. Now you're stuck in the corner. This is where JB wants to be. Oh, huge crush, but didn't fall over the stun. No, he's going to build enough meter for critical art. You might actually just be dead. No, not enough. One more. Oh,
there it is right there. And then the shimmy is going to finish it out. JB taking it 2-0 over Alex Myers in rapid fashion.
I lost all my channel points again. I have none. I'm in debt. I got none. Do you have any points to spare?
Channel points?
None.
No, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, but
you gotta earn them yourself, man.
I can't.
There's no handouts over here. Okay, this is the FGC. There are no handouts.
No handouts in FGC.
Anyways, I mean, JB gave no handouts right there. He went straight at Alex Myers. He says, "You're on a comeback. Whatever. I'm going to just knock you out of this tournament right away." But again, don't count Alex Myers out. He'll be back in the future in other tournaments, down for the rest of this year and such. Yeah. So, but Prototype and Ravillo are the ones that are going to be coming up next, as you see JB poised to go up against Chris T.
So no friend match. You don't get to play against your training partner. You get to play against the JB. He's going to uppercut, but Ken versus that's a lot of power in 2 players.
We've got the JB versus the flowchart.
The flowchart is strong.
Yes.
Okay.
But coming up next is going to be Prototype and Ravillo, as you mentioned. We said probably Alex more so than Honda, especially with
Alex,
all of the buffs to Alex going up against Ravillo with the Zeku. Of course, Zeku, just a strong character.
Super good.
Really curious to see how this matchup is going to go. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he could go with Honda if he feels like it's a better matchup. It's definitely a character he picked up before Alex got 3 pages of buffs or something
definitely
like that.
Got the whole rule book of buffs thrown to him. It's like the spectacle. You go to AEW and you're like, wow, he's got the whole pay-per-view book of buffs right now. He's like, from the top rope, everything's better. He's got the plus frames, command grabs. And one of my favorite things about Street Fighter V, especially with Prototype, is every time he posts a clip on Twitter, I'm like, man, I just love Alex. And this was before the buffs. And I'm just like, man, this character's so sick. I see him play every time, and I'm like, man, I'm just rooting for this character. Even if he's losing, I'm like, but what if he makes the comeback? What if this is the Twitter clip? Like, that's what I love to see. But same,
I hated fighting Alex, so... No, I'm just kidding.
No, number one. Number one. Let him rise to the top like the cream of the crop, okay?
Let's see what the players have to say about this matchup.
Give it to me.
All right. We've got Ravillo saying, Prototype and me have gone back and forth a bit. I'm expecting a close match.
All right. That's exciting to see because that means that they have that player-to-player matchup. Maybe not 10 years of experience like Chris T versus Anton for Filipino Man, but having that player experience is invaluable because you can already pick up a couple of trends. And let's see what Prototype has to say about this matchup. Good luck, Ravillo. Look at him. Look at this guy. Of course he's an Alex player. He looks like he's from Top Gun.
That's exactly what I was singing right
there. Exactly. He's from Top Gun, man. Tom Cruise on the screen. I didn't know. Wow, the real Prototype. He's actually just been Tom Cruise this whole entire time. This entire time. He's in a pick Dial stage right now when they're on the airfield. I need to see it. If you do this for me, then he's really Tom Cruise.
Well, taking out Ravillo may be Mission Impossible, but he's gonna try his best to pull it off. I mean, how many Mission Impossible movies have there been now? Like 5 of them. So
definitely,
you know what? And we're at Street Fighter V. It's the perfect time right now. Let's go.
This is looking good.
But it is definitely the
Mission
Alex.
Impossible. Get out of here,
It is definitely the Alex versus Ravillo. You know, I didn't even really think about that, but Ravillo is Oliver backwards. Okay, that makes sense now.
Hey, that's a creative way to use your name. I'm not that creative. My tag is Jake Ryan.
It's like
it's just my name.
It's like a lot of times when people are like, wait, Alucard is Dracula backwards? What?
That's wild. I can't believe it. And I cannot believe this pressure from Ravillo in the corner right now. And Prototype is trying to make one of them Twitter clips. He's got V-Trigger. He's activating this time. Oh, man.
Oh, gosh. Can he pull this off? No, the slide catching in there, and then the throw. Here we go. Now he has one little invincible window to surprise you. And sending out, you can't jump.
Nope.
You can't jump away from that. It doesn't, I mean, you see it, and maybe you're thinking it's like Missile and UMVC3, and you try to jump over it or something, but...
You think it's a fireball, your normal reaction gets punished. Not able to armor through the kick right there. Very good stuff.
2 hits off of the EX one. Off of the EX grab.
I love how violent all of Axel's moves in the power bomb.
All right, goes for the meaty elbow slash. Ow, the boot. The boot. And
Big
look
crush.
at this damage.
Chop, chop. Oh,
the V-shift, the V-shift, the V-shift, yes.
So good.
And the V-shift works,
V-shift
can be punished by after whip throws, but not command throws. So smart choice. There's that meaty again. Goes in here, tries for the pressure now. It is time for Ravillo to get this pressure, but nope. The dash up, crouch light kick check. Going to take the round number 2 for Prototype.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that's so great about V-Shift right there, too. The backdash it creates. Yeah. It makes it so that such high recovery power bomb. You just left like a sitting duck, but he just keeps going for it. He's just chucking him from the top rope, man. I love this character.
All right. Young Zeku now doesn't have the DP available to him, but doesn't need it because he is just going in there. Back to old Zeku, though. But puts himself in the corner.
No, you do not.
Oh, this is a problem. Okay.
Oh, big stun. Yes.
Oh, that was such a sick sequence right there. Looked like he was going for a combo off of that switch, instead canceling it into the EX run to get the throw, the surprise throw for the stun. Nicely done by Ravillo, taking game number 1 over Prototype. And as we're doing this, it definitely is getting more and more Mission Impossible right now.
Yeah. That's such a fast sequence, too, against Zeku. One of the biggest strengths of Zeku is just how quickly you have to interact with him. And if he's just creating these situations rapidly, back to back, if you're not on your A game, he just starts running over you. And that's exactly what we saw from Ravillo. It just felt like Prototype didn't have time to react the first time, and then he couldn't catch up the second time.
All right.
But he was still buffering the entire time.
And now here comes this corner pressure again. Back-to-back throws. Go for another one. No. Meaty this time. And checks the armor.
No.
Yes, like I said, the V-shift can be punished on a regular throw whiff if you go for the throw whiff early enough and you have the awareness. Ravillo definitely did. And here we go. Match point.
I love it because Ravillo, he summons the bird. He's got the fox. It's Oliver and company.
Yeah.
Bringing in all the animals, making sure.
I believe the first Mission Impossible movie was made by Oliver Stone. So he's trying to stone him right now, dude.
Dang,
okay.
Keeping him down, the entire kitchen sink thrown at him right now. Great slide. Didn't have activation there, so it was potentially risky. But now Prototype put into a situation where you have to make the approach. What an anti-air!
Yeah,
Trying to jump the fox, can't get in. Wow. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, there's just animals everywhere. Zeku, the Z stands for zoo. He's just bringing out all the creatures.
Yeah, welcome to the zoo. Not a great time. Okay, great block on the cross up with a throw.
Yeah, it's plus frames. Throw the shimmy. This is going to be huge damage. Just needs one more hit now or a throw. And Ravillo basically running right through Prototype for yet another 2-0 in the first round of this top 8.
I'm just glad I'm in my 20s because all I see is 2s and 0s. That's all I'm seeing right now. In this entire bracket, I don't think we haven't had a single game go 2-1 yet. It's been 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0.
No 1-1s at all.
We are stuck in the rinse cycle. It is a wiggity wash. The entire bracket. But the bracket is continuing. And the rest of these matches are going to be top 8 qualifiers on the loser side. The next match we have on the board is going to be UIU Chris CCH versus Danke Diaz himself. You know, we considered Chris CCH the third best in contention. You had Nephew at the top, Samurai second, and then Chris CCH. But Danke Diaz doesn't practice.
Yeah, and again, Chris CCH going down to Flaquito.
Yeah, that's huge. The demon Flaquito.
a little bit of yeah, like you said, a demon match right there. Might be his demon, but a little bit of an upset there.
Yeah.
So Chris CCH with a chance to maybe try to get himself at least in the top 8 on the loser side, but he has to go through Danke Diaz, who looked really solid against White Gun. But again, I mean, I'm gonna say that all over the place because everything was a 2-0, right? Because Corey looked really solid.
Everybody
Yanoob.
looked really solid.
JB looked really solid over Alex Myers, and Ravillo looked really solid over Prototype. So let's see what happens here in this next match coming up. It is going to be Chris CCH versus Danke Diaz again. Who is Danke Diaz going to use? Probably going to stick with that Dalsum.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Chris CCH, he switched to the rushdown character, and now is having problem with zoners, getting knocked down a loser. It would be silly for Danke Diaz to not play the Dalsum. It really would. However, it would be hilarious if Danke Diaz was like, I'm just going to pick, he's going to random. Forget it. I'm going to put somebody up. He's never going to expect this. Watch. But I do think the Dalsum is going to come out. We saw how powerful it was in the matchup before against the Cammy. Just lit her up. Can't deal with the flame carpet. Can't deal with anything. And Danke Diaz is like, I don't even play this game. If I don't know what I'm doing, how can you know what I'm doing? And Chris CCH is got his money cut out for him. You got to deal with the mummy? Another Tom Cruise classic? No, that one wasn't good.
Yeah, that's not a classic right
there. I hate this costume.
That's not a classic.
No. Oh, and he's playing the Seth. He actually whipped out the Seth. I like this.
We got to go with the Brendan Fraser. Okay?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. Right.
Okay. But Chris CCH here going with the Seth. Yeah, probably because, you know, more ability to pressure, especially with those axe kicks like that. And you can see the great start here for Chris CCH, why he's going with this character. So, not going to be quite enough for the kill, but gets the safe jump. Nice. Gets out of there with that little bit of that Dalsum select. Wow!
He really walked forward and said it to him. Nice.
Nice punish.
Fire.
Here we go. And now you have this mix-up. Fake the cross-up. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, but he's using it just to get the mix-up going. Whoa. And it worked. And it worked because he didn't have to commit to anything. He was just chasing the fireball. And so that teleport, maybe he was hoping that he would hit a button at that time.
What a whip punish.
Yeah, start the round and just like...
But yeah, like you said, created pretty much a checkmate situation with the beat trigger. Oh no, what a whiff! And that's going to be huge damage.
For Seth? Yeah. Look. Oh, he's going to set up the mix-up. Which side? But did you see Chris CCH dash forward to make it so that he blocked it faster and less of a mix-up situation? Ooh. That was so smart. You still have to deal with the explosion and the plus frames.
Yeah. Remove all ambiguity from the situation. Just make yourself in a much cleaner place. And Chris CCH, quick game on the board. Are we going to get another 2-0? This is really going to happen? The Seth comes out, and it's like, man, he should have been playing Seth earlier. This has looked so convinced.
Is this going to be 2-0, 2-0, 2? Are we going to just get 2-0s the entire time?
You know how many donuts? That's so many donuts, man. There's so many donuts on the board. That's so many. Come on, give me some breadsticks.
Well, this is the wrong year. 2020 was last year, okay? Let's get some 2-1s in here. It's 2021 now.
Please, give it to me. But right now, Danke Diaz is trying to fight for his life. Going to be going back to whatever game he's been playing afterwards. He doesn't even practice. But Chris CCH is like, I'm out here to win. I've been practicing. This mummy costume can't hurt me. This is looking so convincing right now for Chris CCH.
Yeah. Again, this is one of the powers that Seth has. It's just that it's so many attack vectors into Dalsum. Dalsum really has to have the right read on whether he's going to the air or not. And Dalsum, he doesn't have the speed of moves to really check and really threaten Seth after he blocks the axe kick. The axe kick is more negative now on block, but the thing about it is, what's Dalsum going to do? Back light kick? You know, like there's really not that much damage he can put on the board in that situation.
Yeah, it's really a situation where Seth feels like R+ frames, because any option Dalsum doesn't give you much mileage. But right now, trying to fight out of the corner, and Dank has the lead here, which means Chris has to make a read. Oh, great punish on the V-shift, and this is huge. One more touch is going to be very dangerous. Do you go for the mix-up afterwards? Yes.
Yeah, he is. Goes to the other side. Nice block, but still got him throw. The stun's not going to be a factor. I love him challenging. Oh, no, he traded! But the Hecatonchery Punch still hit.
Oh, he won! What do you mean? After that, all the Grail that he touched, and Chris CCH traded on the jab there. What do you mean? Come on, man. Really? Really, Chris? Oh, dude, Dan, you know what? Dan can't even be upset. He doesn't practice. It's fine. Dank's going to go on throughout the rest of his day. Chris CCH is like...
said, he's going to play whatever game. Probably, you know, Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney, yeah. Ace Attorney Next Generation.
Or the Capcom Classics.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yes. For sure.
Some of that Teppen. Get some of that Teppen action in there. Very fun game. We have had very fun games. We've only got a couple left for the day, but wow. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Look at that bracket. Can you show me the winner side? I just want to give them the clear picture as well. You see a lot of twos. I don't see any one on the board. There are no ones.
2-0-0-2. Go back to the loser side.
Go one more time. Show me all those donuts. Do I almost have a baker's dozen? Because I'm hungry. I need my sugar for the day. This is looking rough. I'm sorry,
well,
man.
So whoever, you know what we should just do? Whoever wins the first game in the next 3 games, we should just give it to them.
Just end the round. It's a first to one now. First to one for the last 3 matches, guys. But as we said, you know, it has been a fantastic day so far. There has been a lot of violence on the screen. You know, people, East Coast is like, yeah, the West Coast is free. Apparently half of us are.
The other half is doing pretty good.
The other half is doing pretty good. But half of us, pretty free. Free, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I mean, if you guys out there are enjoying the Street Fighter action and want to, you know, put on some good tunes for yourself in the background over here, don't ever forget about the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official theme song. Bring them back, the Indestructible.
Bring them back.
For more details, check out the link below. Shout outs to PKCZ for making that song and bringing the nostalgia back from 2009, I should say.
Yeah. And if you want to see more tournaments that are available to you, you can go to PlayStation.com, because if you want to be a part of the Street Fighter action and be either the 2-0 or the 0-2
You want to be the 2-0.
You want to be the 2-0.
Encourage them. If you're going to be
the 2-0.
Yeah,
I want you to body these fools. You can enter right now at the PlayStation tournaments right there, compete.playstation.com. That is the place to be. And if you want to see even more Street Fighter action, Street Fighter League is back. We just had the first week. It was amazing. You got Rob as one of the most amazing hosts in the business. All the teams, just such high-level gameplay. You can find it on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at /Capcom Fighters every single Thursday, 4 p.m. PDT. You can translate that to any time zone you need to, and you're going to want to watch Season 4 because it is so exciting. The level of play is just so intense, and so many different teams with diverse rosters.
Dude, I love the format. You having the actual sponsored teams going up
that's
against
so cool.
each other. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So shout outs to all those players out there.
Yeah.
But again, we have 3 more matches to find out who the last 3 players to get into the top 8 tomorrow is. You don't want to miss those matches tomorrow, by the way. We'll be starting at the same time, but you also don't want to miss the 3 matches coming up. Corey Bell, Mata Oha, JB versus Chris T, Ravillo versus Luigi. After this break, don't go anywhere. More Street Fighter after this.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand have turned to defeat. So fly, time to fly. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
What's the meaning of fate? You shall know.
Was that a shot?
Sword fire! Punishment!
Was that a shot? Can you keep up?
Sword fire! Sword fire is the end for you. It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Fate or a smoke!
And thank you for joining us again here for the final 3 matches of the North America / Canada West number 2. We are down to 3 matches. As I just mentioned, it is going to be Corey Bell or Mata Oha getting into the top 8 tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
JB or Chris T, and Ravillo or Luigi. We have had nothing but 2-0s.
Nothing but 2-0s.
And so let's see if we can buck the trend. Let's get some more Street Fighter here. Let's get some 2-1s on the boards, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to see some breadsticks, okay? I paid for my appetizer, and I haven't gotten any. I've only gotten desserts. I've only gotten glazed donuts, 2 at a time. 2 at a time. I've just been delivered them.
Doesn't sound that bad.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I got to get a new pair of jeans because the waistline's not agreeing. But, you know, it's been exciting because seeing, like, dominating play is also really exciting as well because it shows that, you know, the West Coast is still out here. You wanted to see the strength of the West Coast. You asked for this, James.
That's right.
They're beating their countrymen. They're beating their own people. As you can see, all 2-0s. Not a single even match in the books. And, you know, 2-0 is close, though, for a couple of them. But, I mean, that doesn't mean anything to somebody's going to look at this bracket and be like, you're really going to say it was close, though? Everybody got bodied. Everybody got bodied except for the winners. Yeah. And that's what we're going to see. Who is going to be the one bodying and who's going to get bodied now? Because we got 3 more matches.
And the next one, it's a lore matchup.
It's a lore match.
It's going to be the master versus the student here. Balrog versus Ed. Going to have boxers on deck here. So,
the Shadow Lu.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how this match is going to go. Again, you know, like I said, Corey Bell, kind of a disrespectful player. Hard to condition him.
That's the way to say it.
Mata Oha has been just on the, you know, like I said, the upswing for such a long time. Such a strong player. So I'm excited to see either of these players, you know, do well here. Get a shot to get into the top 8 for Capcom Cup because that would be huge for either of these players. So in this kind of situation, man, I don't want to see either of them lose. You know, it's the I'm being the dad again here.
It's one of those situations where there can only be one, and we haven't gotten any ones on the board yet. So remember, all these matches are first to one. No, it's not.
There can only be one, or maybe never a one.
Yeah, never a one. These are all first to 2. As we get into the last 3 matches of the night, it's do or die here to get into the top 8. Is it going to be Corey Bell or Mata Oha? And right now, Mata Oha feeling pretty good, pushing Corey to the corner, and this is scary. But you do have a reverse on Corey Bell. Are you going to respect? Are you going to try to mash
that
out?
Actually just reached, but worst frame data, I think, at that range.
Yeah.
And now he is going with the V trigger 2 now. So not going to go for the V trigger 1 mix-ups like he had before. He has a lot of work to try to get this comeback. That's going to help. Chases down. Close to stun.
Oh, shimmy, quarter turn, you're done! 3 mistakes and you're dead. I'm a boxer. It was the rope-a-dope.
The momentum heavy play of Street Fighter V. Corey Bell taking that first round when it looked like it was all going Mata Oha's way.
I love how it's boxer v boxer, too. That just makes me really happy because that was definitely a rope-a-dope situation. I know you have me in the corner, but it was a joke. It was a prank, bro. Oh, very good. Hit confirm right there.
Yeah, off of the counter hit light as well. Gets the full combo.
Nice. Get off me.
Yeah, V reversal. He was plus frames after that, though, so might not have been the best V reversal. But he does get the knockdown too early on that, but throws are +5 on whiff.
So good. So very good. And Corey had all resources there, but never got an opportunity to use them. Still gets the carry over now, but this could go either way. This has been actually pretty even. I think the most even match that we've been seeing so far. What a confirm. Show me this.
Ooh, good patience by Mata Oha. Not getting baited by that shimmy. So Corey Bell now needs to find a way in there. But again, every time he gets in there, those are minus frames. And the reach on that button from Balrog, catching Corey at a distance that he thought he was going to be safe from the jump attack. Yeah, okay, this is plus here.
Nice.
The back throw. No, the forward throw. Interesting, yeah.
Oh, what a tap. Very good. 1, 2, 3. The block knows it's not his turn anymore. Activation station. Oh, it punishes the EX.
No, but he drops the combo afterwards. He drops the combo.
Tragic. He does it again. You can't condition him. This man is disrespectful.
Oh, see, like I said, +5 on those throw whiffs, man. Trying to get a little bit of that gray damage.
Again, any touch.
See, again, but I mean, I think he wants to get him down to 1 hit away. That's why he did it.
It was 1 hit away.
That's why he got that V reversal. Even though he would have been plus in that situation, that V reversal hit drained him down to 1 hit away for victory. So Mata Oha taking game number 1. So congratulations to Mata Oha for advancing to the next round of the bracket.
I can't believe
We're going to move on to JB versus Chris. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, with how the bracket's been going, oh man! I mean that was 1-0. It's close though.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wins this, I've got no hope. I'm just gonna do first to ones. I'm sorry.
There's the punish off of the dash punch, close enough for the light punch into the flicker.
Yeah, very good. And now waiting patiently. getting pushed into the corner, but Mata Oha does not care. But the thing about Mata Oha is he's a very patient player because unlike Corey Bell, I don't have a reversal that gets me out of jail for free, man. I gotta fight back. I have to get out my way, all right?
Yeah, and what Corey has to see right now is that most of his attempts to shimmy have not been working on Mata Oha. He's just been patient and then throwing out a delayed crouching medium punch. See, again, that's the exact same thing again. That's like maybe the third or fourth time that we've seen that.
Yeah.
Corey is really trying to go for the shimmy. Finally tried to go for the actual throw, but was too far away.
Yeah.
That was too high, so it's not going to juggle.
Yup, and again, the trade goes in Mata Oha's favor. It's every punish. It's going to happen, man. Every punish on the dash, every punish on the shimmy. Corey Bell, not like this. No.
And then just eating a couple of punches to the face, minus frames.
Oh, big crush, but not able to get anything off of
Okay,
it. Going to the
finally
corner.
just going for the throw. Yeah,
Again.
no more shimmies. Yes, this is what he has to do.
All right, V reversal, not going to opt to save for the V trigger, but now getting stuck in the corner, can't jump out, can't escape, got to be honest. Another V reversal. Oh, what a punish!
The range. Not a lot of characters have a jump attack that reach as far as Balrog's jumping heavy punch like that.
Yeah.
Activation time, goes for the throw.
Nice V shift out, and you get the punish
yeah.
and the EX rush. You're kidding me!
Nicely done. Because you can hold back when you do
you're
that.
dead.
Remember, you can hold back when you V-shift now.
Yeah.
You don't lose your charge. That's why Mata Oha was able to do that.
That's so good.
But Corey Bell taking the round. Can he break the streak?
We're gonna see it right now.
Can he do it?
Right now,
Can he do it?
We're not playing Street Fighter. We're playing Streak Fighter because we got a streak of 2-0s on the screen right now. Corey Bell trying to break it.
And again, the shimmies are not working.
Yeah, you cannot shimmy this man. He is ready to go. The throws have been good. Great air trade, but Mata Oha still in the life lead right now. Feeling really comfortable. Full critical art is on deck. There's so many resources. Hasn't had to be reversal.
Nice.
Oh, what a rush punch.
Oh, and
the
that's
overhead.
leading up. Here we go. The reset
Not like
for the
this.
throw. Plus frames. Backdashes. Tries to get some space. Raw activation from Corey. That was so dangerous.
He had to. Oh, this is any touch. This is so scary. Good hit.
All right. Goes for the throw.
It begins.
Remember the kind of comeback he had before? Nice
Oh.
punishes. No V shifts for you.
He's got critical art.
The throw again. Like I
He
said,
knows.
shimmies haven't been working. But he backs off again. But he's got the critical art, like you said, and he confirmed.
This is so tense, and he knows.
Oh, the ninja jump! What a block! What a
reversal.
block! No help.
One touch both sides. Oh, the turn around through it. They're both so scared. They're both so respectful right now. But they're right up
And that's
through!
exactly. Mata Oha was noticing that Corey Bell was frozen. Corey could not figure out the space to actually get in there and try to get the hit. He was so scared of the footsies that opened the door up for Mata Oha to dash up, get the throw, and get us another 2-0.
I mean, the thing about Balrog is he has that domination with his normals right there. And Ed, the way he has to challenge, he's not going to be able to contest. And right there, it was, all right, who's going to flinch first? Who's going to go for the whiff punish? And he's like, what if I just throw here? And he does it. He goes for the dash up, not able to punish the dash up, because that was a situation where it's a rock, paper, scissors situation. If he was able to punish that dash, it was a game going his way. But Corey, not able to pull it out. Ed, not going to be moving on the bracket. We're going to see Balrog move on to fight Chris CCH tomorrow. And that is the end of Corey Bell's journey. But still such a great match. 2-0, it was close, though.
Yeah, he's on the verge right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's always getting into this position where he's beating up a lot of people on the ways to top 8. He hasn't been able to quite get his run there.
No.
But again, on the opposite side, Mata Oha, I've been saying, is a player that's on the come up as well. And I am extremely happy to see Mata Oha get
in that
into
top
this
8.
top 8 here. So
same here.
Let's go Mata Oha. I wish him well, but he'll be going up against Chris CCH tomorrow. So that's going to be a tough one.
That's your reward. Be like,
Yeah.
good job. You beat the Ed. That was definitely not respectful. And now you got to fight Chris CCH, who is definitely a very strong player. Who you, man, there's been a lot of matches where I've watched where Mata Oha has had a hard time against Chris CCH. So it's going to be exciting. Maybe you overcome the demon tomorrow.
Yeah. And what's interesting coming up next is JB versus Chris T. Now, remember I talked a little bit about the East Coast West Coast rivalry. Remember JB is originally a product
NLBC
of
player.
the NLBC, right? And Chris T was one of the bigger representatives of WNF, one of the proud representatives of there.
Top dogs.
you can call this a West Coast matchup now. You can still call this perhaps an NLBC versus WNF. You know.
I mean, you can spin it however you want, just like Rashid's gonna spin. But I don't know. Hey, I love Ken, and there's
Shinryuken spins too.
Shinryuken
right?
spins.
Yeah,
all right, we can spin
okay,
it in multiple ways. So I mean, this'll. I'm just excited to see how this breaks down because either way, we're gonna get one hell of a match. We're gonna see the JB. You know, the patented name. It's not just the 2 letters. It's spelt out for us. Very clear. Very clear and understandable of what is happening, what is being transpired. Versus Chris T. Chris T, I want to see what the Ken can do. That's what I want to see. Show me the potential. Show up strong because Chris T is such a strong player. Both of these players deserve to be in top 8. And it's sad to see one of them go, but that's how the cookie crumbles. There can only be one winner. And eventually you gotta go to the at-home bracket.
There can only be 2-0 winner.
2-0 winner. There can only be 2-0 winner. So whoever wins this first game, I have lost all hope for the opposition. I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes.
All right, well, Chris here gets the knockdown.
Nice
V-shift out of there, yeah. Chooses not to go for the break afterwards. Wasn't going to be able to punish it. And wow, couldn't walk back far enough to get away. And there's that V reversal out of the corner.
Nice.
But a counter hit confirmed for Chris T. Back into the corner you go.
Ooh. How can you lose with Ken theme on the background right now, Christy? Like, look at him go! Confirm! Confirmation station!
3 lights into the special move. Always nice to have the ability to get those 3 confirms like that.
I love it. Jab, jab, short DP feels good. I earned that. Oh, nice. Checking JB in the neutral, utilizing the normals that Ken has. Oh!
And that's hard, too, because not only is Rashid one of the best in that neutral because of some of those buttons, but JB's usage of it is immaculate.
Yeah. Really pristine gameplay. And then Chris T just waiting. Look at the patience! I've never seen a Ken player. I've never seen a Ken player, yeah. Wow. Ken player be that patient. That was
he
wild.
knows he has enough. Oh, no! That was an execution error for sure.
Yeah.
But still, 1 hit into super will probably take it. V reversal, he saw it coming, might have tried to throw it, but it wasn't in time. Nice V skill to cancel. That's a classic move for Rashid's to be aware of.
Yeah, needed to happen. Not able to get the hit confirm.
Okay, Chip is becoming a threat now.
Ooh,
got him.
What a dive.
Got him, and now one mix-up V-shift is actually going to have him live. And then the crouching medium kick confirmed. And congratulations to Chris T for moving on into
Cut the tape. I'm going. See you guys later, man. See you later. It's over. It's over. No. We got more to do. Chris T, get in the first game. Like you said, all it takes is 1 hit into the critical art confirm, and then that's exactly what happens. It's almost like we know about the game. We know what's happening. Just like we know that this is potentially going to be another 2-0. Land of the free, home of the...
I will admit, I have no idea what's going on, why we have
There's something in the water, man.
Right?
There's something in the water. I don't know what's going on, but JB wants to be the difference maker right now. Okay, he wants to clean it right up.
Here comes JB, yeah? Might be our first opportunity to put a stop to this.
I think you might have spoken too soon. Christy fighting back.
Yep, tries the backdash away, gets hit out of the air.
And that's typically a situation where you'd rather take the backdash than hold the pressure there because a quick reset it causes your opponent to have to react once again. And JB looking really strong in this round.
Beautiful side switch combo right there.
So good.
JB now just 1 little tiny hit
away.
No. Oh, no! You
gonna
cornered yourself. This is dangerous now.
Oh, again!
Yeah, off the wall and another dive. The 3 hits going to put JB at the potential to turn this into a 2-1.
All right, let's see.
Or 1-1, I should say.
Yeah, which way is that 2-1 going to go? That's the real question right now. And going to the corner, Chris T has to try to find out. Hasn't really opted to use any of those EX uppercuts. Great anti-air, and JB just continues to lay on the pressure. And the great punish for spacing wasn't there.
That was just, I don't know why that was so late on that reversal. Jumps out of there. Ooh, if he didn't do the Tatsu, I wonder if he actually would have been able to punish. Chase down, nicely done. Gets his damage.
Ken Rushdown Masters, it's his middle name.
No, that's super negative. Yeah, gonna be punished there.
Oh.
Only a jab out of the air, but now a back throw into the corner. Tries to get in there. JB was expecting the bust-out EX uppercut.
Yep. Wow, what a confirm once again. And this is do or die, both sides. Oh, and again, EX spinning mixer. He's going to do it. Any touch, he has critical art to confirm, but the throw, you're stuck in the corner with the treasure on V-trigger.
Didn't quite get the punish, was a little too slow. Got the cross up!
1-1, our first 1-1 of the... Oh, yeah, first 1-1 of the day. I was so hesitant. I was like, wait, where's the V on the screen? Where is it? I don't want to say
Wait,
it.
is this allowed to happen?
I don't know.
Wait.
Production.
JB, wait.
You told us it was all 2-0s.
Like, we had the script here.
The script's
JB,
right here.
JB, what are you doing? You're
JB
breaking the
loses
script.
2-0 in a resounding fashion in a double KO. You lied to us! You lied to us!
I mean, we finally got our 1-1 here. Let's go. And it is, of course, going to be between these two very, very strong players.
And so tense, both of them are like, wow, one of us actually was able to even up. Chris T gets the first confirm. Great throw tech.
Yeah. Chris has been pushing with the throws a lot. He hasn't gone with a lot of shimmies.
Ooh.
Punish, yep. True punish, and now punishes the V-shift with the throw. Like I said, Chris has really been going to the throw a lot. He's really been showing that as the main option of his RTS.
No.
RPS, I should say.
I mean, earlier in the day, it felt like an RTS because it definitely was a single-player game for most of the time.
Nice blocks.
Oh,
trying to
no.
bust out. Going to be big damage. Maximizing the damage with that neutral jump.
Yup.
Nicely done.
Do it again. Oh, no. What a dirty cross-up.
What's going on?
Oh, man. I did not know what side he was going to hit. One more touch. JB trying to be the one to put the 2-1 on the board. Another cross-up. What? How did he sneak into the corner there?
Yeah,
what do you
Chris
mean?
definitely expecting him to stay in the front, but it actually got to the other side. Now JB with the chance to not only give us our first 2-1, well, we are getting our first 2-1, but he's also going to try to get this comeback now.
Yup, there it is. The JB. That's the EX spinning mixer.
Yeah,
Great confirm, but no, not able to finish it off.
Of course, Rashid doesn't get the
Yeah.
mix-up off of that.
Ooh.
Oh, he baits it out again.
That's my
Big,
move.
huge damage.
It's my move,
Wake
bro.
up
It's called
buttons.
the JB.
Oh, counter hit. Yes,
Nice.
he's going to get the confirm.
Full
Goes for the
Shinryuken.
full damage right
Yep.
there. Gets the knockdown here. V-shift out of there.
Plus frames, nice backdash, but still
Plus
stuck.
frames
JB feeling
again.
good.
Wow, raw fireball. He's can't quite get out of the corner just yet.
Jump on the throw. This is so scary.
He spins a bar on that EX fireball.
Wow.
The raw EX fireball catching JB off guard. Here we go. Final game, final round. I haven't had a chance to say that all day. Let's go.
Man, you took the words
Plus
right out of
frames.
my mouth, James.
Plus frames on that fully charged V skill.
Let's go either way right now. Resources are just about even. A little bit of a meter lead on JB's side, but now opted to spend it off to get the corner. And again, he's anti-aired that way every single time. Chris cannot escape with the jumps, but the challenges are there. Embracing his life in the corner. Oh, no. Wow.
Oh, stop the E.
Oh, he got out.
Oh, if he had. It's all right. He was just trying to get out of the corner right there. And he did, so that's important. Tries to push JB into the corner with a throw. Heavy kick is going to connect, but the raw jump out by JB. The tides have been turned. Chris now back into the corner again.
Nice back throw. What a challenge on the shimmy, but the jump back.
Everyone is jumping all over the place in the corner. Here we go.
Again.
More jumps.
Back throw,
Get
back throw,
you
back
right.
throw.
You're in the corner now. They're just taking their turns.
Oh,
Couldn't
man,
quite
with the
catch
whip.
him. Yeah. Gets the punish. The crush counter
over.
and chase. And that should do it. And JB is going to move on over Chris Tatarian.
Yeah.
JB advances and will be playing tomorrow in the top 8 for the North America West 2.
Yeah, that was really good from JB. You know, we called it after the first game, but JB, not only did he go down the first game, but he was able to take the set, something we haven't seen all day, never before documented in the North America Canada West 2 stream, never before seen action. You've seen it first here. And that was such an amazing display of like really being composed and then really turning it on at the end, because that was 2-1. It was close. That was close. I can actually say that because it was not a wash. We're done doing laundry for the day. We only have one more set to see who JB will be fighting in the top 8 on loser side.
The production messed up. Are we allowed to put that stick in
I
the,
don't
in
think
the,
we
in
can
the
put
counts?
that. That's a banned character.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
a
always
banned
supposed to
character.
be the circles, right?
We only get circles and 2s. Yeah.
It's glitch in the matrix.
Glitch in the
That's
matrix,
production.
yeah.
But we do have one more matchup, and it is going to be Luigi and Ravillo. And again, you know, Ravillo kind of catching a lot of players by surprise here, taking out Prototype earlier. Luigi, as I mentioned, just doing such a good job getting stronger and stronger along with his brother Mario, although I think Luigi is the one that seems to be pulling ahead a little bit here.
Yeah.
He did go down to Nephew earlier, and so he's had to wait this whole entire day. Finally gets a chance to play his second match to see if he could make it into the top 8. And so it's probably going to be Zeku versus Guile.
Yeah, Zeku versus Guile. And Ravillo, like you said, had a great match against Prototype. And the thing for Luigi, he had to play Nephew round 1. He's already won. This guy just wants tournament money. And Luigi is such a strong player, consistently placing at WNF, just like the likes of Chris CCH, Nephew, and Samurai. So seeing this come up and like, okay, yeah, how'd you end up with losers? Oh, well, I lost to Nephew. He's the best player on the West Coast. Like, that's like you go and play Kazunoko, and you're like, yeah, I got sent to losers by Kazunoko. I'm still in top 8. Like, that feels pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Like, Tokido, yeah, I lost to Tokido. Like, come on. Like, yeah, you know, I hit this guy named Daigo in my bracket. I don't know what happened.
You don't doubt the GOAT, as
he's the guy called the Beast or something. I don't understand. Like, Luigi is no slouch. So seeing this matchup in losers, I think Ravillo has a run for his money, because I personally, if I have to say who takes this, I think Luigi is going to give us another 0 on the board. The Matrix will be fixed. I want to see a 2 on that side. But what I saw from Ravillo earlier, like the Zeku play, if he gets going, it's going to be very hard. But Luigi can play that slow style just like Nephew, and even though Nephew was able to play it a little bit slower and turn it on a little bit faster, I don't know, man. My money's on Luigi. My money's on Luigi. The brother.
Okay.
The brother. The stronger brother.
I was always more of a Luigi fan than a Mario fan, so
my favorite color is green. My favorite color is green.
Well, Oliver's the one with the green right now, so
oh no.
instead of Guile, so that's true. I didn't even realize that he played a green Guile, and Mario plays red Karin, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You know, I didn't even realize that they even had the colors.
The synergy, and he's so used to in the Intel stuff. You're playing to qualify. You're so used to the tracksuit, so probably still rocking the tracksuit. Like I gotta keep it on, man.
Dude, I didn't even see the otter possum,
the otter call,
rat, whatever that thing is again.
Dude, it's otter oki, okay? There's no otter choice. All right, playing it safe in the corner. Great anti-air, and Luigi's comfortable being in the corner with Guile. Knows that he can bust out at any time with the EX. EX flash kick, utilizing the sonic booms, being comfortable in that dangerous space.
Jump in,
so smart.
Gonna get some damage and tries to go for the push, but look at this, a wake-up jump back. Was able to punish the upside down kick, but didn't get much else after that.
Ooh, nice.
But that's one of those moves that move forward, so you just can't cross him up anymore. He'll take that trade. He will take that trade. If you are a Guile, especially if you have a life lead, you'll take those trades because you do not want anyone to jump in on you if you're Guile.
Never. You don't let them go to the skies. And right now, what Luigi has been showing is that the skies are his domain. Very good. Jab, jab, EX, boom. And now it's up to Ravillo to apply the pressure on Guile. Guile can be comfortable playing this patient game. You got to approach me. Not in danger right now. And see Ravillo trying to put the pressure on, but Luigi not shaken. Ooh. Oh, what a good punish on the upside down kick.
Tries to go for the shimmy, but again, patience right there from Luigi.
Ooh,
Tries to get
under?
yeah, and I love the choice of the V-shift after the cross-up. Gets himself comfortably out of the corner.
Wow, what a tech on the throw after that EX. So smart. And yeah, like you said, walking out on the cross-up.
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah, oh, good. You know what? I would have got. I would have hit a button because I was like, oh, punish time.
Wow,
Combo
yeah,
into the
punish
super.
time.
But here we go. That's an expensive gamble right there because if he loses, he will have nothing in the next round. He wants this round. Oh, goodness.
What? Are you kidding me?
He punched him out of the air.
Oh, no, and that punch might be the last. But he did it. He did instant overhead.
That was basically anti-throw right there. That was like the throw option select from a long time ago. The crazy part is he did it jumping backwards instead of forward when you're in the corner. Like sometimes you just want to try to get. But I mean, he was dead either way, so it didn't matter. If he hit that, he won. If it got blocked, he was dead. He went for it, and it worked out.
Die by my own decisions, and right there, he definitely had enough coins to work with.
Yeah, Luigi.
Yeah.
Up 1-0 now. I mean, it's the last letters in their names, right? It's 1-0 right now. Luigi versus Ravillo.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, a nice jump in again. Another jump in to punish that Graham.
Going to the young Zeku, trying to really control that space, but hasn't been really been able to crack the code on the sonic boom pressure and like figuring out the right moments to jump, how to slice in the neutral jumps. And again, as soon as you get in, Luigi, that's the first time he did the EX flash kick and a good punish. Oh, nice crush. Now it's Oki time. Oh, Otter Oki.
He V-shifted the Otter.
I love to see it. But great confirms right here, Ravillo. Pushing Luigi to the corner. That's exactly what you see. Slide into activation. Not scared to challenge out, though. Good throw. Double time.
Yep.
Another one.
Now for the pressure.
Third.
And then another throw.
3-for-1 special.
Nicely done by Ravillo. Trying to give us perhaps another 1-1 here. Close out the night.
That was such a good sequence right there. The
upside down. And he goes for the EX Fireball to get the knockdown and the pressure.
Nice
Flash
back.
kick. You don't really get any Oki off of that. Jumps over, but he moved forward far enough that the jumping heavy kick just missed.
Yeah, no confirm off that counter hit as well. So pretty rough situation. But Ravillo trying to fight. Oh, what a whiff.
Man.
Big stun. Yeah, build that meter. Do it again. Yeah. Flash kick, baby.
And again, right now, a lot of these rounds that Luigi has been winning has been off the back of draining about a fourth to a third life, just getting a raw jump in over the grams. So that's something that Ravillo has to be careful of. So he switched back to Young Zeku maybe to not to have that happen anymore. And
yeah, giving Luigi too many situations. And again, as soon as Ravillo gets on top, Luigi has just been committing to the X Flash kick, and Ravillo hasn't had a good punish, hasn't called it out just yet.
But no EX meter for Luigi this time, so no EX flash kicks on deck. You see Luigi,
wow.
One of the things that guys like to do, that you see them kind of shifting around a lot, making it harder to see if they're charged.
Yeah, but really keeping that charge is super important, and not able to get the anti-air this time. The throw comes out, and this is looking really good. Slide, activate, Trouble City, but the jab comes out.
Gotta watch out for that teleport. Oh no, yeah, he was scared of it, so he just blocked.
V-trigger is available. You can also V-reversal, but the activation, this is where pressure becomes so hard to deal with. Deal with all the booms. Critical Heart is available, so any touch on the side of Oliver is going to be so potent. He went for the throw. It's not enough
to kill. It's not enough to kill.
Chip is a factor.
Still a chance for Ravillo, but oh, they pulled out a super now, but the autocorrect waited until the very last second. Luigi making sure Guile was going to flash kick the correct direction, gets the flash kick, gets the win, and he will be the 8th player going into our top 8 tomorrow to join along. Nephew versus Filipino Man, Samurai versus Flaquito, Chris CCH versus Mata Oha, and now JB versus Luigi in the top 8. But you can see right here, only just the one.
This one.
2-1 with JB versus Chris T, but everything else has been a 2-0 this entire event.
I mean, like we said, there can really only be one. And Chris T, you fought back. So congratulations to you. Not able to make it the top 8, but what an amazing bracket that we've had. And, you know, tomorrow we're going to be getting into even more action. We have had such a fantastic time going through all of these matches. And if you want to become a part of the action as well, you can go to compete.playstation.com right now and get in on these tournaments. If you want to be a part of that 2-0, be the one who delivers the pain. Sign up. Get on that PS4 net play and make it happen. Play whatever character you want. You can play a top 10 character, which consists of 24 characters, or a bottom 10 character, which is also 24 characters. Yep. I don't know the math. I'm a commentator, not a mathematician, but you can play any of them and have a great performance. As you've seen, we had such great character diversity here, and it's always such a treat to see new players come up and be just fantastic and really flourish in the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, if you want to play some Street Fighter on the go, the Capcom authorized mobile game Street Fighter Duel is now available for download in China. And as we've said, the global version will be coming very soon. So keep a lookout for more news on that global release to get ready to join the journey with millions of players to find out who is the best fighter in the world on Street Fighter Duel.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a competition, just like we've had today.
Yeah, we're not quite done yet. Guys, stick around. We'll have our final thoughts on this top 16 and get you ready for what's going to happen tomorrow after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after defeat. So fly, time to fly. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
Power's nature. Traitor of
Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Let's go! After it!
Fear my strength!
Have a taste of this! Don't take this personal!
I'll show no mercy!
This is for my fellow hunters!
So it's you. Niku Hadouken!
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Capcom Pro Tour North America, Canada West 2. We have concluded our top 16 for today. We are now going to be moving into top 8 tomorrow, but we're going to break down a little bit about top 8, what we can expect, and what matches we're really looking forward to. All of them, of course, but we saw a bunch of 2-0s today, and there's definitely going to be some more neck-and-neck matches tomorrow as we have gotten to the top of the top competition. As you can see, the top 8 bracket right here. Nephew versus Filipino Man, first round.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a tough one for Filipino Man. Obviously, Nephew has been playing a lot He's so honed and he's so focused in here. He already qualified last time. Yes, you are not reading this wrong. He just wants to enter in here to win
money.
part of that $5,000.
Give me the money.
But Filipino Man going to try to play spoilers to that. I mean, he's got the Rose, and we've got another Rose in Flaquito on the other side going up against Samurai and Samurai Nephew, the two players that, you figure are number 1 and number 2 on the West Coast right now.
Yeah.
And so both of them, Nephew and Samurai, having to try to deal with these pesky roses,
Yeah,
how
rose.
sharp are their thorns here? So we'll see how that actually goes. On the loser side over there, you see Luigi going up against JB, another Wednesday Night Fights classic, as well as Mata Oha versus Chris CCH, yet another Wednesday Night Fights classic there.
You know what's really funny here? You could replace this graphic with a Wednesday Night Fights graphic, and I would believe the bracket.
Yeah, I know,
I would
right?
100%. I'd be like, wow, hey, everybody, welcome to Wednesday Night Fights. I'm here with Alex Valle.
Yep.
And then I'd be on with, I'd be like, James Chen is on. He's going to be playing a different game right now, so we're good. He's rocking the Teppen, and then he'd go on his own stream. He's like, this is my beginner's restream right now. Make sure you tune into those, by the way.
Yeah.
But, this is such a fantastic representation of what the West Coast is, and it's like homegrown talent. And these are all killers that would show up in a bracket, especially like Capcom Cup. I could see any of these players showing up and be able to qualify for that.
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
Having this VR bracket is going to be amazing. The situation that I can see happening right here, which would feel so good for Samurai, imagine you get to grand finals, but Nephew's not the one that shows up. So you thought you had a guaranteed win if you got to top 2, and a new challenger approaches, then you're like, oh no.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think Samurai probably happy that Nephew entered this tournament.
Yes.
Because if he wins, he wants to do it by taking out Nephew.
Oh, 100%. You want to beat him.
Even if he qualifies, let's say it's Nephew and Samurai in grand finals. If Samurai gets in by getting second place,
it doesn't feel good.
He's not going to be happy about that. He wants to beat what's considered the best on the West Coast right now. But of course, Flaquito, Filipino Man, Luigi, JB, Mata Oha, and Chris CCH have other thoughts on that. They are definitely going to try to play spoilers to those two players right now. So again, that's all going to take place tomorrow, starting at the same time on the same channel, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. It's going to be a lot of fun. The matches switch to 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
And it's obviously the play is going to be super incredible. You do not want to miss it. So make sure follow Capcom Fighters here on twitch.tv and make sure you click that little bell icon that you actually get the notifications when it goes live.
Yeah, and you can go to Twitter as well. Make sure you hit them a follow there because they tweet all the best clips that are going on, and they tweet exactly when the stream is going to go live. So if you want to see even more Street Fighter action, we are going to be back tomorrow. Make sure you follow everything Capcom Fighters because James and I had a fantastic time. We're going to have an even better time tomorrow. The top 8 is going to be wild. We're not going to see any 2s. We're going to maybe see a lot of 3s and 0s. Maybe a lot of 3s and 0s.
I don't know. Looks the competition is getting stiff, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss it tomorrow. So we will see you then. Thanks for watching here. Hasta mañana and peace out.